Welcome back to another episode of the Score Show. In today's episode, we're going to be doing a live 2025 NFL draft show. All right, welcome back to episode 210 of the Score Show draft day for the NFL. If y'all don't know already, for the NFL and NBA, every single time it's the draft day, we live watching the draft, talking about the picks, and we're going to be analyzing every single one of these picks. And Nick, let's go and talk about the picks together. Even if you know what happened at pick two already, don't tell me yet. Did pick two get selected?
Yeah, I told you.
Oh no! Don't tell me. I didn't hear it. Good.
You didn't hear it?
Oh no! Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. So,
Uh,
pick one with the Tennessee Titans taking Cam Ward. This was
that
obvious.
was that was the obvious pick, bro. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the smartest option to go, bro. Will Levis ain't doing nothing for y'all. Good job by the Titans. We'll see what happens with Cam Ward.
yeah. Pick two. We ended up getting a trade. The Jacksonville Jaguars went up, and they really did it. Got up, and I'm gonna have to take a guess. They had to have traded for. Did they trade up for Travis Hunter?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's who
yeah,
it was. Yes, it was Travis
yeah.
Hunter.
It's because he's from Jacksonville. So like, if you could get Travis Hunter to be somewhere where he would want to be for the rest of his life, you feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah. So like, he go back home to Jacksonville, and he's in Florida, dude. The Jaguars need corner and receiver. So like, it's not a bad pick at all for me. This was
yes. This was
this
this was. Go on, my fault.
this was a bold thing by the Jaguars, but I like it. He could be a Jaguar lifer. He fits what you need, and he might be blue chip.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is definitely what they needed. They needed another. They needed a corner desperately needed a corner. This is like one of their biggest options, I would say, besides offensive line, or you build around Trevor Lawrence and get another wide receiver. And what they do, they get a stud corner and they get a stud wide receiver and one player.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, he'll be able to play on second and third downs because you have Brian Thomas and Gabe Davis, who it ain't like you need Travis Hunter. So like on obvious pass downs, you plug them in, and then really what it is, they go to having one of the better corner duos in the league now. In my opinion, Tyson Campbell has been an underrated NFL player. Like when we talk about corners, like that kind of be my threshold for Sauce Gardner. I do think Tyson Campbell better than Sauce Gardner. So like having a Jaguars duo of them two is tough. Also,
Yeah,
that's really what it's about too. The defensive side of the ball.
no, definitely, man. Yeah, no, I feel you on that, man. I mean, yeah, smart pick by them. I'm happy they traded up. I know you're a little tight because yeah, Jackson Dart going number two. Yeah, Jackson Dart going number two. I don't think he's getting drafted in this first round, low key. That's just my opinion. But I mean, Browns are just trying to get picks now, bro. They paid Deshaun Watson too much money. You just try to get picks, build, just rebuild, just rebuild. That's what they gotta do. Giants pick is in. They have
Oh,
selected
Jackson Dart.
Abdul Carter from Penn State.
Abdul Carter from Penn State. Wow. 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 So the Kayvon Thibodeau thing seems like the Giants are in agreement with the NFL and that his production comes at late games and they don't really find impact in it, huh? Because that's what the question is around Kayvon Thibodeau, and are you willing to pay him? I guess this is the no. Um, Abdul Carter to the Giants. It's not the
Yeah.
worst pick. He was another guy, borderline blue chip, plays similar to what Kayvon Thibodeau was in Oregon. A great run defender, great pass rusher. I don't hate the pick. I don't hate the pick. You can't go wrong with Abdul Carter. You can't go wrong with Abdul Carter, bro. You got Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter. I feel like that's OD though. I feel like Membu. If you didn't want to go quarterback, I would have went Membu because he reminds me of Trent Williams. But hey, defense is crazy.
Yeah,
Defense is crazy.
yeah,
The Giants'
bro.
defense, like legit, will be keeping them in games next year. And it looked like they're trying to go the Steelers route with the Russell Wilson and a crazy defense.
Yeah, crazy defense, Russell Wilson route. I mean, yeah, I mean, dude, shit. Who? I got a question for you though.
What's up?
Who's a better duo, Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter, or is it gonna be Brian Burns and Abdul Carter?
The Texans do. The trio on the Giants is better though. The
Trio
Giants
because
depth is better.
Giants depth is better. Yes.
Yeah. That duo on the Texans.
Texans duo is better.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta see what Abdul Carter does first, bro, because
Yeah.
that is fucking nasty, dude.
Nah,
Abdul
Carter. Yeah.
Abdul Carter is fucking disgusting.
Yeah. And then him with Brian Burns that is tough. And then you got Dexter Lawrence in the middle. That's really the thing about it. Like we arguing or we talking about the Texans duo, and we know that's probably like the best in the league, or the Giants duo, and it's looking like one of the best in the league. And their best defensive lineman is Dexter Lawrence. So like,
you know what it is too, bro. You know what it is. If we really think about it, Giants were supposed to draft Micah Parsons. They just got fucking Micah Parsons 2.0, bro.
Well, who did we got
You guys traded back.
Yeah.
And then the Cowboys stole him because you guys traded
we got Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I wanted what we were gonna do. That's when we fired our GM. We were gonna draft Devonta Smith, but the reason we fired our GM is he told everyone the day before the draft. He said we love Devonta Smith, and then the Eagles traded one pick ahead of us, selected Devonta Smith. We traded back and panicked after that, got Kadarius Toney, and fired that GM. That was the most insane thing ever when I saw our GM go there a day before the draft and say we want Devonta Smith, and the Eagles took him one pick before us by trading up. Like, that's what happens when you talk. And I was thinking like a lot of people capping about their mock drafts and stuff, and like just bro, I was just wrong. Jackson Dart, Dillon Gabriel. I know how I think is differently, but this is who was the first 3 picks last year's draft? All quarterbacks? Yeah, it was Daniels, May, and Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb Daniels, May. Yeah.
Who went 4?
Who went 4? Who had the 4th pick? Who had the 4th?
We're in 2025 draft, so 2024 NFL. Oh, is it Marvin or what? Tackle Joe?
Oh, it was Marvin. It was Marvin or
Joe.
It was Marvin and Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. Marvin and Joe. Yeah. So like,
shit, man. Yeah.
I mean,
first three picks, I'm not really shocked about. I mean, the only thing was, to me, I feel like if the Browns didn't trade back, which I think that's a very smart move to do, bro, because I don't think this quarterback class is very deep, but it's not like last year's quarterback draft where these QBs are NFL ready.
You know what it is? I think the Browns going quarterback at 5. I think that what just happened, Nick, is that they just played the draft board. The Patriots have a quarterback, and the Browns and I mean the Jaguars are calling us up for pick 2. We could go to 5, and quarterback will still be on the board unless the Patriots trade back.
Yeah,
I think, bro, if I get Hold and Jackson Dart still goes to the Browns, I might be upset, Nick. I might be upset. But, like, I don't know why Jackson Dart to the Browns is just, right now, to me, it's just a pick, bro. It makes too much sense. And now, like you said, they're in the rebuilding phase. I agree. You're in a rebuilding phase where you gotta also understand common sense. As a GM, you're also a man. You're a person. You gotta sit there and understand the circumstances you're in where Myles Garrett requested a trade. So if you are a rebuilding team, like you said, Nick, you have something that could jumpstart the rebuild. But the main goal in sports is to win a championship. This roster is so good that I knew the Browns didn't need Travis Hunter. They have one of the better corner duos in the league, and Greg Newsome and Denzel Ward get corner trios. Matter of fact, they have one of the better 4-man lineups at the cornerback position. I knew they didn't need that. Like, and then they got another second round pick. What if they go get 2 wide receivers in the second round? Look, I know Travis Hunter could play wide receiver, but they could go get 2 like every down wide receivers. You know,
definitely.
Or they could go get edge next to Myles Garrett. What if he requests that?
You don't gotta worry about a guy playing fucking 100 something snap, bro. They said Travis Hunter was playing 110 or 11 like snaps a game, and the closest person that was behind him in all of college football had 85 a game.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro. That's injured, bro. NFL a different breed, bro.
Yeah.
NFL a different breed. That's the only thing that scares me about Travis Hunter, dude. I mean, the good thing about it is he's really just focused on football. He ain't with that outside noise shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, which is good and everything like that. But I mean, still, dude. I mean, we'll see what happens. But I think he's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It could be the injuries, man. You know.
Yeah.
I think. What's up?
No, I was about to ask what you think. What you think
about?
You think it's something? Tell me.
I think Browns go Shedeur, if anything. Yeah. I think Shedeur is the next QB off the board.
I'm cool with that.
But you bring a lot of drama with you when you draft Shedeur. You're gonna bring a lot of fucking drama with you, and because you're gonna have Dion. You're gonna have Dion, bro. Shedeur hasn't been coached by anybody but Dion. Hold on. Patriots pick is in. Hold on.
It's gonna be Mambu or Will Campbell. Gotta be O-line. If it's Genty, they got it, bro. It's got it. Omarion Hampton in this draft class, and he played with Drake. Man, I doubt it's Genty. If they want running back,
no. I just said it's Will Campbell.
Yeah, Will Campbell. Will Campbell is going to play there at left tackle, and he's going to be able to move in at guard if he busts at left tackle, and he will be a Pro Bowl guard. Like Will Campbell is such a safe pick right here. I'm 2 for 4 so far in my mock drafts, and it's because I just kept mocking Will Campbell. Oh no, I'm wrong. I kept mocking Donovan Jackson here. Will Campbell was the obvious pick that's gonna happen, but like
it's the safest pick, bro. I mean, that was the biggest concern for the Patriots all season. Last season was the offensive line because once you gave Drake May time in the pocket, he looked elite. He looked in a fucking elite quarterback, bro. So you give him time in the pocket, bro. You build this offensive line up. You give him another weapon or two, bro. You are bound to do great things with that Patriots offense, even though we all don't want to admit it because we had to deal with the Patriots for fucking 2 decades, bro.
Yeah.
But safe pick. I mean, good pick. Yeah, like you said, you could always just put him in that guard if he sucks at tackle. He is a little shorter for tackles, so I mean, low key, I'd play him at guard. You right? Yeah, play him at guard. He is a little bit of a shorter tackle, but I mean, we'll see what happens with him. Great pick though.
Yeah, I think you put him at guard. He's like Quentin Nelson, like that good at guard. But one thing about him though, it's not his height. It's his wingspan that's small. Like it's worse than your reach. It's his actual like wingspan. Like he has a small wingspan. And I went back and watched the LSU games and like he do got like a little wingspan for real, bro. But like he been blocking his whole life, and like if he looked like that rock that he did at LSU, bro, I'm chilling with him. And the Patriots O-line is a very revamped group because they got a center. Cole Strange is someone who they strangely took in the first round a couple years ago, and they're moving him around. But Michael Onwenu though, he been solid. So they just need a right tackle.
Yeah, I mean, he could do anything. I mean, yeah, I mean, not really talk about this with that pick, bro, dude. I mean, that was just the right move. You had
Yeah,
to do that. There was nothing else you could do. I mean,
yeah.
besides draft
Remember
maybe
the
yeah,
the right tackle.
either that or offensive weapon. I mean, your defense is fine. You could always just revamp your defense whenever. Low
Yeah,
key, you just
yeah,
want to get Drake May chilling because Patriots defense is, bro. They got a bunch of no names in their defense. Be good, bro.
yeah. They always sign defensive minded head coaches. Now they got Mike Vrabel in town, so like he'll find a way to get the most out of that defense, like he would in Tennessee. This is about Drake May.
Yeah,
Drake May has looked like somewhat of a star player, but like
yeah,
he ain't playing that much. You know what I mean? So he got to play a little more. He's only been a rookie, obviously the main reason why. And he was a rookie on a team with no weapons. You add somebody who has a chance to be the best offensive lineman in the draft class, and Stephon Diggs, who's a great separator. So
yeah.
he's in a better
Oh yeah,
situation than
they
he was
did get
last year.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, better situation than he was
Shit.
last year. So
Yeah,
I would still get another receiver, especially a receiver that Stephon Diggs could show how to run a couple routes. But next year, probably let go of Stephon and draft receiver or
yeah,
something.
100%. Yeah, I mean, you could either draft a wide receiver in the second round this year. The wide receiver class is very deep too. So I
Yeah,
mean, you get a veteran talent in Stephon Diggs, which I mean, low key, I wouldn't have mentoring a rookie wide receiver, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, I mean, you could do that and then try to have Diggs mentor him, but I mean, is Diggs really gonna do that? Because he's a stubborn motherfucker.
he's somebody who will lead by example on the field. Like I would tell players, like don't do what he do off the field, but like you see how he run them routes, you see how he do those basketball moves, learn from it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like in my mock draft, I had them taking Torrey Horton out of Colorado in the third round to like be next to Stephon because he kind of remind me of Stephon, even wears the same number, same attitude. Um, Nah, he remind me of Stephon, bro. And if they could play alongside together, that'd be cool.
all right, Brown's pick is in. Let's see who.
Oh, Browns at 5. Yeah, bro, they might still go dark. If they go dark still.
I don't think they go Dart. They go Shadur if
It's
anything.
Dart or Shooter. I'm no. What if it's Gabriel? Hmm?
Fuck no,
Hmm?
it is not Gabriel. It is definitely not Gabriel. If it is, GG's, GG's.
He
Browns.
fits to me, bro. I hated to say it, he fits their offense the most, but like nobody likes. Look, my takes on the quarterback class is just different than other people's, bro. Like you can take quarterback right here, bro.
Y'all dead ass. They drafted Mason Graham.
I actually don't hate that. Uh, you know what? In this draft is different than other years. You never know how the draft is gonna go. They're taking all the best players. They're just taking best player available. And
Yeah,
Mason Graham, if Miles Garrett does go, he's their whole entire D line, you know. And then Miles Garrett, he will love to play with someone like Mason Graham. Man, Mason Graham, the best run defender in the class. And like for me personally, what kind of brought him down was his pass rusher. But Miles Garrett got that. And Miles Garrett is a really good run defender. So like
yeah.
their run defense is stand pack. Their pass defense is good. The Browns defense is Mason Graham to the Browns defense is so nasty. But at the same time, let's live in a world where he isn't productive. That's a bad pick. But
Yeah.
he's gonna be productive. He's literally the best
I
run.
mean, he's going to be because you got Miles Garrett on the other
Yeah,
side getting double teamed.
exactly.
So I
Exactly.
mean, got pick your
Exactly.
poison there. So he's gonna definitely be productive. So I mean, it's a good pick. I mean, if you want to keep Miles Garrett happy, you get him because then if he starts just going off, then they're gonna start double teaming him, and then Miles Garrett's just gonna get open. Even with Miles Garrett getting double teamed, he still gets open and he drops the quarterback.
Nah, I feel like if you want to keep Miles Garrett happy, you got to win games, and if you want to win games, you got to go QB. But like,
They could always go second round Jackson Dart.
am I just like we'll see.
You're very high on the quarterbacks, and I think you're just gonna see a lot of teams are gonna skip out this round because they're gonna go best player available, and you're gonna see second, like third round, a lot of QBs get taken. You're gonna see third get taken, second, third. Gabriel probably gonna get third, fourth. Jalen Miller is probably second or third. Who else is here? Will Howard's probably third or fourth round. I mean, like, I don't think this is a very deep QB draft.
Oh man, the thing about it though is I don't either, bro. Like you heard me talk about Shadur before, and I got him at QB four. You heard me talk about Dylan Gabriel and his size issues, but it just me personally. If you're not willing to take a QB in the first round, why draft him?
I guess, but bro, you could be like Brock Purdy, be Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft, and lead your team to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but the thing is,
not win the Super Bowl.
That's a scenario, Nick, in where he was not drafted to be the guy. He was drafted, and I think he was the third string quarterback behind Trey Lance, who was drafted with pick 3 the year before that one, and Jimmy G. Jimmy G just had a weird injury, and same with Trey Lance. Brock Purdy got lucky. And the Browns, I mean, the 49ers did what every franchise should do and get quarterback, especially when you got a couple injury-prone ones. The Browns got Kenny Pickett, who be hurt, Deshaun Watson, who is hurt. Like,
yeah, I agree on that, man. I mean,
that just means they shouldn't take quarterback unless it's like Jalen Milroe in one of the later rounds. Look, the only quarterback, if you don't draft quarterback in the first round, it's because you like Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe is the only guy who, like me, it's either I like the quarterback or I see he's a developmental freak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you remember when the Thunder had Poku?
Yeah.
That's how I look at Jalen Milroe. If he becomes good, he'll be a 7-foot Lowry Markkinen, and that we developed. But Jalen Milroe's a terrible passer, terrible effort, terrible character. Not character, but like when he throws interceptions, he doesn't go for tackles. He pounds.
Hold up. Raiders pick is in
Membu.
Shadur. I'm guaranteeing.
Membu. It gotta be Membu.
Whoa! Fuck! I got in the division where I got to play Ashton and Gentry twice a year, bro. We serious?
They taking all the best players available. All right, I disagree with this pick by the Raiders, and the reason I'm gonna say it isn't crazy, but it also depends how this draft ages. The Raiders might be right, actually. All right, let's say that Omarion Hampton is available tomorrow in the second round. That's the only way they wrong. I feel like they're gonna force teams to take running back earlier than they wanted to because they took Gentry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They started the running back. Oh man, I like this draft. No, teams are not thinking too hard. They're taking the best players available. Yeah. I like this Gentry, but me personally, I think going Membu right here and taking just any of the best running back available in the next round would have been better because the Raiders, Nick, that O-line not bad. And if I'm telling you, I think Membu of Trent Williams-esque,
yeah,
that would have been like best O-line in the league. And at that point, you could put Cam Scottaboo behind that.
Yeah.
Gentry, though, I'll also say this. He's running behind a good O-line still. This is not a terrible O-line.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you got Brock Bowers, got Jacoby Myers, got Geno Smith.
The Raiders took Gentry. Let's go.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all, bro. It's not bad at all.
I'm just gonna hate it because I'm a Broncos fan. I'm gonna hate it regardless. Fuck you, Gentry. Show one to the Bears or something, bro. I mean, shit. Only would have to see you like every 4 years or something. I gotta see y'all. I gotta see you twice a year. Stuff your ass behind the line. Not even get 100 yards on us, bro. Stop playing. You ain't doing nothing. You know, Big Blue Mountain. You in a Mountain State football type thing. I don't even know what division you in. You in a shitty ass division. Haven't played no good opponents. Played against Penn State and got stuffed for only 40 yards. Don't talk to me, Jenny. Don't talk to me. Ain't doing shit.
Okay. My boy Gently to Las Vegas, man. And that's cool. That's cool. Wow, this draft is not going how I expected at all, Nick.
It's going it's interesting. This is one of the most just through the first 6 picks have been pretty interesting, to say the least.
It's almost been like the best player getting taken every time, though. That's the interesting thing about it. Like, teams, the draft don't usually go like this. There's a team by now that usually goes with their biggest need, you know?
Yeah.
Is nobody going to go with need? Good for y'all, but, like, that's mature. Okay. Yeah. Like, I'm waiting. Hey, come on, this is Jets pick. Come on, time for the Jets to fold. What would you do right here if you was the Jets?
Oof. Offensive line, low key.
I'm thinking Membu or Barron.
I see offensive linemen, but dude, I mean the Jets are just they suck at every pick that they have. So I mean,
yeah.
I mean, no, because they did draft. Who did draft last year? Olu Fashanu, right?
Yeah, he was good, but like the Jets always just, bro. The Jets are the Jets, dude. I don't know, man. They always find a way to mess it up. Hopefully, they could be the first team to make me laugh. Their picks should be Membu or Jahdae Barron.
Watch them draft Shedeur.
I would love that. I would love if they take Malachi Starks or Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel. This is the Dylan Gabriel landing spot. This is the Dylan Gabriel landing spot, bro.
Oh my god, yo! If I see Dylan Gabriel up on this board, bro,
I'm gonna be so happy, bro. I'm gonna be like, let go, my Dylan Gabriel, bro.
If I see Dylan, if I hear Dylan Gabriel's name get picked, bro, by the Jets right here, I'll give you $20.
Hey, let's go. Hey, you said it. You said it at 27 minutes. Hey, if anyone does it, it's probably the Jets, bro.
I'm saying if Dylan Gabriel goes to the Jets, I'll give you $20. I'm just saying for this pick.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? If Dylan Gabriel go in the first round, I'll give you $20.
Now, all right, bet you said it at 28.
All right, bet. All right,
yo, man, I hate Pete, bro. You know the way that the board falling. Most of these teams probably not even gonna want quarterback. Like the Steelers right now are ecstatic. The Steelers might end up trading up soon.
If Shedeur don't get taken, let's see. Let me see. What pick are we on? 7, right?
Let's say that the Carolina Panthers pick. If the Panthers are on the clock at pick 8, the Steelers should give them a call if they have. All right, let's live in a world where you have a draft board, right?
Yeah.
And the Steelers' number 1 quarterback is available at pick 8. I wouldn't allow the Saints to get a chance. But if the Steelers' number 1 quarterback is not on the board still, I think they should just draft somewhere else like Kenneth Grant. Like I said, if you're not willing to crash out about the quarterback you love, you don't love him, bro.
Yeah. Yo, what if they go Walker out of Georgia?
He's the one player in this draft class that I said I don't know how I feel about him.
What about
he's dynamic though.
What about Warren?
I like Warren. After my mock draft episode, I went back and like I was out the whole time, Nick. This whole draft process, I ain't listened to one. I listened to one mock draft episode, and after that, only thing it changed my mind on was Walter Nolan. And after that, I stayed away because I said, dang, he changed my mind on something. I don't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So after that, I just been watching games and stuff. And man,
I say if the Jets don't draft Shedeur here, Steelers straight up with Carolina and draft Shedeur. Because
wouldn't be crazy.
I feel like the Saints are going to draft Shedeur.
The Saints should take a quarterback. I'm not gonna lie, but if they don't, I mean, I've been wrong about quarterback like 3 times already this draft, right? So like, let me shut up. Because the draft just started, and I keep being wrong about quarterback. So.
All right, let's see who the Jets take.
Ja'Day Barron or Membu, gotta be right. If they go anywhere,
Armand Membu.
Yeah. All right. So Membu, to me, I this is the pick I wanted for the Giants. Dominant right tackle, dominated in the run block. A lot of people fell in love with Luther Burden. I fell in love with Membu watching him because I realized he was similar to Debo Samuel and Trent Williams. Like that was the closest thing I saw to Debo and Trent Williams in the NFL, where you just give Luther Burden jet sweeps and he keeps running behind Membu, and Membu just deleting people, bro, deleting people. Personally, my tackle, my second best offensive lineman in the class behind Donovan Jackson, but you know who am I? You know, Donovan Jackson might not even go in the first round. I had like 3 people go in the top 5, Nick, that might not go in the first round today in my mock draft, bro. That's insane.
It is pretty insane, bro.
Maybe I'm stupid though.
Panthers not trading, so I'm seeing New Orleans probably taking Shedeur.
Wait. If the Panthers are on the clock, what do the Panthers do right here? Ja'Day Barron?
You go pass rusher, bro.
Like I've
been saying all draft, bro. I've been saying all until since the end of the season, bro. They got drafted defensive end, bro. That's their biggest need. Either that, or do you draft another weapon for Bryce Young? But do you really trust Bryce Young?
Do you trust McMillan is the thing? Or do you like both of those guys are question marks? To me, right here for the Panthers, the guy I have the least amount of question marks about is Ja'Day Barron. I almost got him as a blue chip player. Like, I love Ja'Day Barron. In my mock drafts, pick 7 is usually where I take the first defensive player in Travis Hunter. Even though I know that he's special, it just I take quarterbacks and tackle first. You know, either you're selecting at the top of the draft because you don't have a quarterback, or you just took a quarterback and you need to protect him. But I don't know what the Panthers about to do right there, because I usually take Abdul Carter for him. I somewhat agree with you, but Mike Green would be interesting. Mike Green would be interesting. He great run defender, good pass rusher, very strong. I like Mike Green to the Panthers, but Ja'Day Barron, to me, those would be the 2 options right here.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta go pass rusher. I feel like that's your only other option besides drafting a offensive talent.
I think Ja'Day Barron, dude. Look, you go out and pay J.C. Horn, so that means you need a cheap corner alongside him, and it's possible that Ja'Day Barron could be better than J.C. Horn. You know, that's what it's about. Like you have to create advantages for your team, and if you could have a $100 million corner who nobody has a problem with giving him that contract, and draft someone who could probably be better, you have one of the best corner duos in the league, and now that defense has something they could build upon. If they draft Abdul Carter, he's still not saving this D line. Like they need a collective of D linemen. I think in free agency after the draft, when they realize Ja'Day Barron is the best player available and maybe go with him, they still need to sign somebody on the D line. Still need to get a D lineman in the 3rd round. Last year in the draft, I think they took a lot of offense to like help out with Bryce, and at the end of the season, they kind of got what they wanted out of Bryce. So now in this draft, Bryce, I'm going best player available, dude. We're just gonna keep taking best player available, but you are on the back of our head too.
I mean, Yeah, I mean, if they don't go defense here, I could see Tyler Warren going.
Tyler Warren. Wow. Now Tyler Warren wouldn't be crazy. A couple names is like Jalen Walker. He's a guy who I have no idea where he's about to go. Jalen Walker. Wow, I'm indifferent on a couple players. He's one of the guys I have no idea. But James Pierce would also be cool. I think he is probably like he's the best pass rusher almost.
Yeah,
Like
I could see Will Johnson going here too.
no. Will Johnson. If teams take him, will no, not before Jade Barron. No, I got him at CB4, and I kind of forced myself to put him at CB4 because like how good he was last year. But
Yeah,
nah,
I mean it's understandable because Johnson was injured most of the
yeah,
season too.
yeah,
So I
exactly.
mean, I
He was
see that.
he was injured. He was scared to participate at pro day. He looked slow on tape, but he's very physical and good in press man. So it's like he's just giving himself question marks by doing little things like not going to pro day and Jade Barron's running a 4.2. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Jade Barron like running a 4.2, and I'm questioning my debate for Jade Barron was him or Travis Hunter. I ended up going Travis Hunter, but like Jade Barron's that good to me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's very nice. Yeah,
Nah,
Texas had a good passing defense.
yeah. Yeah, I like the safety Andrew too. Andrew, I wouldn't be surprised if he go in the first round today. Their safety.
Safeties usually go in like the second, third round now, unless
Yeah, that's the thing about it. Yeah.
safeties. I feel like also with the tight ends right now too. I feel like a lot of people are getting put off by it because of what happened with Kyle Pitts. You know what I mean? But if we really think about it, in 2021, the eighth pick with the Falcons, Kyle Pitts went, or what pick was it that Kyle Pitts went?
Pick 4 to the Atlanta
Okay.
Falcons. I
I
don't know
thought
why
it
you
was
keep
pick eight.
saying the Panthers.
Oh, I said the Panthers. My fault. I mean,
Yeah.
Panthers drafting right now. Let's see who they draft.
Jade Barron? Gotta be. If not,
McMillan.
McMillan. It's not terrible.
They're all in on Bryce.
Yeah.
That means they're all in on Bryce. It has to be.
It's not really all in. It also is like McMillan to me, like he's exactly what they need. I'm not gonna lie. They need an X receiver. Like you said a little bit too, all in on Bryce. But he's either to me Mike Evans or Kelvin Benjamin. And like he's good with the ball in his hands. You can have Tet, Xavier Leggett, and Adam Thielen still playing in all at the same time. It's a cool pick.
Yeah,
You're right. It was all in on Bryce for sure, and that's
I'm
a
not
good thing
mad.
to do.
Yeah, 100%, bro. You
Yeah,
have to be, dude.
yeah.
You gotta be.
Leaf, what you think about the Panthers getting Bryce Young, a big body X receiver who play like Mike Evans and Kelvin Benjamin?
You said the Panthers got
Ted
who?
McMillan.
McMillan.
Tell me. Oh yeah, I just seen it on my screen. Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's a solid piece, man. They need some weapons. Um, start drafting some wide receivers. You know, start from there. Get some weapons. Get some offense on the board. You know, I mean, that'll be good for Bryce Young. I mean, something he could work with. You know, probably get something started.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This was the third best pick. Ted McMillan. Honestly, I think Trey Harris is the best wide receiver in the class. But I have McMillan at two though, so it's not crazy. Like McMillan right here, cool. It's cool.
Who wants to bet Shadur going to the Saints? Who wants to bet?
Yeah, Shador is probably going to the Saints. Yeah. If I had
Dirt
to,
to the Saints. Okay, who else? Jade Barron. I'm hurt.
um,
Oh yeah, they did lose. They did lose
Marlon.
Marshawn, and they did lose Paulson Adebo. They need a corner.
I
I
mean,
mean, they got Cooley, but
yeah. Will they saying Will Johnson is they might pick Will Johnson from Michigan. That's what it's looking.
That's just wrong. I'm sorry. No, you know what? I can't say that.
They
Will
said they needed a corner. I mean, I like that.
Jadae
So,
Barron. If you need corner, go Jadae Barron. Just go Jadae Barron. If you want to
Jay
go Will
Brown.
Johnson, if Will Johnson goes third, that's cool. But him going second at
I
corner,
mean, I don't got a problem with Jadae Barron. I mean, but Will Johnson. That's not the. That's not gonna break my heart if they pick him. I mean, but I mean, Jadae Barron. He might be the best pick for them. It's possible.
yeah. As right now, we'll see. We'll see.
I think if you wanna win and you wanna win in that division, bro, because that division has been trash for the past 5 years at this point since COVID, bro. Since Brady been there and everything like that, we knew the Bucks was all this with Brady, but ever since Brady left, this division has been god awful. Since Breeze and
I,
Brady
I'm
left,
not, I'm not gonna lie. That division has definitely been in the shitter.
god
I'm like
awful.
the fact that the Atlanta Falcons haven't run the table yet in that division, bro. As easy as it is surprising to me. Um, I mean, if I had to say, bro, like I mean, coming into the season, depending on what the Saints depth chart looks like, I'm tempted to take them to win the division, but Atlanta, they still have probably the most weapons offensively. I mean, yeah, but other than that, the division has been total toilet water, bro. Like it's just not good
Bro, the
at all.
Falcons have had the best talent for fucking years now
Yeah, like they've
in
had the
that
best talent.
division, bro.
They've had the best talent like for probably the entire millennium in that division, bro. Like I mean, I can't think of another team. I mean, the Saints. Don't get me wrong. The Drew Brees era, bro. Like I mean, in New Orleans has been a very very talented era. But I mean, since he's been retired and since Brady's been retired, the Falcons have run the table with the most talent. So they got to figure out something.
Yeah. I mean, the only I see either Shadur going to the Saints here or Shadur's not getting drafted until Steelers. That's how I see it.
Which is psychotic to me, bro. Like I don't know what happened in the last couple of the NFL draft is kind of weird, bro. When it comes to like players
bro.
dropping,
I swear, like Leaf.
it's like the
Look,
weirdest thing.
I'm just quiet right now because Leaf. I am so wrong about so much. I'm just shutting up and listening. I'm just shutting up and
Yeah,
listening. I think I'm gonna be right in a
I
couple years though. A couple years, bro. I think teams like I don't know. I don't know.
I can't. You know what? It's not really for me to say. I mean, like the NFL draft is one of them things. I don't think anybody could really quite figure out until the day of. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's one of the like players drop in the draft. You have the
All right,
combine.
Saints pick is in. Let's see. My fault.
Jadae Barron or one of the QBs is Barron or their favorite quarterback. Jadae or their favorite quarterback. If they take Will Johnson, they're wrong.
Kelvin Banks Jr.
Who?
I never hate O line. You know, I never hate taking O line. I like Kelvin.
Shadur
It's a
getting
lineman.
Yeah, left tackle. Wait,
I
what?
mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm not against taking no lineman at all.
Didn't they draft the left tackle last
That's what
year?
I'm looking up. No, that's what I'm looking up, Nick.
What
Yeah.
the fuck are they doing? What are they acting?
Oh,
No, that is
I know what they're
stupid.
doing. No, calm down, Nick. They're cooking. Look, my biggest thing about Kelvin Banks was that he's a dominant run blocker. You know what you do with a run blocker?
Huh.
You put him on the right side. You put him on the running back strong side. Most people are right-handed, so running backs run their best on the right side of the O-line. So you're gonna put Kelvin Banks on the right side and Trevor Penning, the right tackle. His problem is that he's too gritty of a run blocker, and as a tackle, his intent is to always just pancake people. If you got that at guard, you got Trevor Penning at guard, and he's just running over pancaking people.
Yeah.
That's tough. They're going to put Kelvin Banks at right tackle.
But Ramczyk.
He retired.
Oh, he retired?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think. Oh, my fault. I didn't think he retired.
Yeah, he retired. You put Trevor Penning at right tackle, at right guard, and then you put Cesar Ruiz at left guard. Nah, this O line is tough, and you know what this O line is getting ready to do? They're getting ready to take someone like Caleb Johnson in round 2.
Well, yeah, I'm not mad at it. I don't know, bro. Like, this is one of them. I can't really figure out like some of these draft boards and how and where teams are going and how teams are predicting. Like, it's just weird, bro. Like, I
No,
mean,
this is a cool pick. This is a cool pick.
no. I like that. I like that particular pick, but like in terms of how this first round is gonna go, this is. I mean, for Shador to drop this far already.
Nah, there's been a lot of talk about Shador lately.
Yeah, you know where I was mock drafting him a lot? To the Colts. Why not? Yeah, I like Anthony Richardson.
I mean, Anthony, no, I don't. But at the same time, Anthony Richardson's problem is that he always goes for the home run hit at the quarterback. He's somebody that can get the ball down the field for sure. There's no doubt about it. The problem is that's all he does. If he's not going for the home run hit, bro, like he's not somebody that could dot up the field, check downs, 5 yards here, 10 yards here, 15. If he can figure out how to do that, then he has a secure job because it's a rarity to get the ball down the field, bro. Like at the quarterback position today, in terms of like what type of quarterbacks they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he fits the mold of the quarterbacks you're looking for. The problem is that he can only get the ball down the field. That's the problem. Like, it's the weirdest thing, bro. I never.
Oh man, so the Saints right here, them going Kelvin Banks. No, that's a great pick, Nick. No, and the thing about it, I'll give you one lock. The Bears are going O-line right here. They're Omarion Hampton, or what I would do is take one of the Ohio State tackles, or whatever the Bears' favorite left tackle is. This got to be Ben Johnson's Penei Sewell pick. You know.
Yeah.
This would be the last pick to complete the O-line. I remember when Ben Johnson first went to the Lions, their O-line was always good. And then they got Penei Sewell, and it became the best in the league. Check me out. What I do, Nick, in my mock draft right here, I get Josh Simmons, but in this world, Donovan Jackson's available. You know I love Donovan Jackson, so like just get one of the Ohio State left tackles. And then in the second round, they got pick 39 and 41. Get both the Ohio State running backs. Well, or you could just go on Marion Hampton right here. But I feel like them getting Joe Thuney, Drew Dahlman, you know.
All right, Bears are picking.
They're going to take a tackle, fix that whole side up. Josh Simmons, Donovan Jackson is what I would do. But if they like Gray Zabel, I wouldn't be shocked.
Bro, are they? Is Ohio State like the most picked lineman in NFL history, bro?
I mean, they won the championship this year. You know, like they won the championship this year off of a great O-line. Like you got to take someone off their O-line eventually, especially when Texas lost because their O-line couldn't hold up.
I mean, historically, bro, is their O-line like?
I don't know about historically.
I got to look that up because they might be up there, bro. Like I'm.
I think they're notorious for the offensive line, though.
They always got good O-line.
Yeah, they always got good offensive
line.
They
always got a good O-line.
For no reason, bro.
This go back like at least 40, 50 years. They've always got a good offensive line.
I'm telling you that I think they have the best two of the best 3 tackles in the class and the best center.
I would agree with that.
Like
I could agree. I could agree.
And like, holy, bro, Ohio.
I don't really think that's an argument, bro. I could definitely agree with that. But I mean, I don't know, bro. Oh man, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out the draft board for my own team, bro. Hold up, where we at?
I could see the Bears going.
We had 23, bro.
They had to go O-line. They're going left tackle, Nick. You fix that left tackle, and your O-line is complete, literally. You go Ohio State.
Colson Loveland.
Colson Loveland. You got picked.
Before Tyler Warren, I heard a rumor of that today. And look, they were talking. I was listening to Pick a Side podcast. He was talking about Colston Loveland's a better separator than Tyler Warren. That's what I kind of brought it up today. I never thought about that. Colston Loveland, like as a separator, is, but like Tyler Warren's a blocker.
I mean, how could he not be a separator? He's 6'7", 240, 250, bro. Like, I mean, how can he not separate?
Yeah, exactly. Tyler Warren though is like he reminds me of like George Kittle, Rob Gronkowski. Like he is run blocker. He is like stiff arm tight end. He's one of those like everything he do is a highlight tight end, you know. Colston Loveland is a separator. So like the Bears getting a separator isn't crazy, but like they got Cole Kmet. Maybe they seen enough of that. I don't know.
I mean, Cole Kmet always was streaky though, bro. He's always streaky
because he doesn't separate. He's a contested catch guy. Maybe that's why. Maybe they're like they want a separator.
I mean, they got Ben Johnson now as head coach, so I mean,
yeah, get him a separator. Get Ben Johnson, dude. The Bears receiving threat still is like crazy. Like DJ Moore.
I like that's the one thing about it, bro. Even though I could give two damns about anything that the Bears is doing, they always have talent across, like all at multiple positions on the field. The problem is that they don't have any leaders. That's their problem. They don't have there's nobody coaching them right, bro. Like they just got talent just laying there for years.
Yeah.
For years and years and years, bro. They had talent at linebacker for years. They had talent at corner, wideouts.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we'll see if Ben Johnson the answer or not. He said, "Come on, bro. Stop it."
Will Johnson, bro. I don't know. I don't know where he lands. I'm talking about him right now in the group chat. Atlanta Falcons fans saying hopefully he falls to them. Yeah, hopefully he do. So y'all could. I mean, Will Johnson to the Falcons is actually what I did in my mock draft, but he got selected in the second round. You know, like I don't know. He was hurt last year, had a bad year. He was scared to compete at the combine because on the field he's slow and like all that could do is hurt him. Like he's not a great athlete, but he's very technical and sound. Like he knows the position, you know, like he's a corner. He's not an athlete. Right. So it's like it's cool. And he's
so he's basically like to make up for his non-athleticism, like he knows the position.
Richard Sherman, but man coverage. You know how Richard Sherman would be in zone?
Right.
Richard Sherman in man coverage. Like Will Johnson could play man. He could. But like he just very technical, bro. Like ain't
nothing wrong with technical, bro. I mean, if you technical, that means you understand what the like all of the tricks that the wide receiver is gonna do to get space and this, that, and the third. You understand move placement. You understand. You understand. All right, yo, set up, line of scrimmage stuff. You understand that. You understand the 5 yards. You understand how to bump. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like things like that, like little things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's good. It's good.
If you understand the basics, bro, like then you can play corner and throw. That's a 10-year career for a cornerback.
Yeah, for sure. One thing about it though, it's an upside thing. You know his floor, you know,
right?
But like, there's not. It's hard to see him being the CB1 for like a couple years.
Okay,
Jahdae Barron.
I give him CB 3 to start. I mean CB 3 or CB 2 to start, but CB 1 as completely a man cover. The thing about your man coverage is like your man coverage has to be elite. Like for you to be CB1, you know.
I think your recovery has to be elite. And the thing about him is he plays man very well, but he plays it like off. Like he plays off coverage, man. Like he makes sure he's 5 yards, behind because he knows his weaknesses. He's not stupid. He knows what he's good and bad at. So like
So he basically playing man, but he doesn't have any room to make mistakes.
yes, and the thing about it though is he doesn't make a lot of mistakes because, like I'm telling you, he's very technical and sound. But in the NFL, these guys are set up to make you make more mistakes. So
Right.
like the fact that he's not a good athlete, the fact that like I don't know, Leaf, call me an old head, but look, it's the right thing that he's listening to his agent. But something about me just likes athletes that go out and have fun at the combine instead of
Right.
being smart and knowing that they're not the greatest athlete. So let's trick teams and get as high as I could get. As a GM, I like guys who go out and like, bro, it's the draft, bro. You don't want to go and participate at the combine. That wasn't your dream.
Right.
Your dream was to just come here and milk me, huh? You don't want to go out and run your 40. You trying to trick me so I don't know how fast you are, bro. All right, Jahdae Barron.
Yeah, no, I feel you, but I think the combine is mostly for mainly for the super athletic guys of the draft.
Yes, it's to separate them. It's to separate them from people that have the same skill sets as them. So like Will Johnson and Jahdae Barron are both technically sound. The only difference is Jahdae Barron runs a 4.2 and he's out there participating with his team and stuff. And he wasn't hurt all year. And he won the Bitkoff Award, best DB in the nation. Guess what? Will Johnson was hurt all year while Jahdae Barron winning best defensive back in the nation. So like, nah, Barron's the pick. He was the best DB in the nation, and he ran a 4.2, and he's technically sound. Nah, bro.
Can't beat that.
No. The fact that the 49ers are like have a chance at I wonder what's gonna happen.
I wonder what's gonna happen with the 49ers too, dude. This is
I don't need the 49ers getting anything else.
This could be a
team
Super Bowl pick.
Like a Super Bowl pick?
This is a Super Bowl pick.
Bro, don't say that because Cooper DeJean was a Super Bowl pick, bro. Like,
This is a Super Bowl pick.
No, I
All
don't
right.
think so.
If the 49ers do the right thing, they can win a Super Bowl. Right here, I would go Gray Zabel.
49ers pick is in.
What they got?
I'm waiting, bro, because this
I would go
motherfucker
Gray
is
Zabel.
taking his time.
Or one of the Ohio State tackles. Gray Zabel, Ohio
You
State.
eating popcorn right now? Leave munching on the popcorn.
Yeah, you watching the show, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotta get the popcorn ready.
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
Who they got?
Michael Williams.
Oh, that is not bad. Oh,
It's not a bad pick. Not a
I
bad pick at
don't
all.
hate it at all.
Not a bad pick at all. But good, solid edge rusher. Probably one of the best in college. If I had to say.
Yo, imagine the Cowboys draft Shedeur Sanders.
Oh my god! And then trade Dak to the Browns
I'll be bad.
for Mason Graham.
His career is over.
Yeah, I would love that. Hey, Shedeur to the Cowboys. Let's go. I would love that.
His career is
That shit would
over if
be
he go to
so
Cowboys.
That shit would be
No, it
so
would
crazy.
just get started. It would just.
Well, no,
His
because
over.
bro, Shedeur Sanders came out and apparently he was saying to one of the AFC teams that he said he wanted them to cut like all the QBs on the roster and was like, if I'm not on the field, the game already lost. Like
That's how you
it's
feel?
that's how he feel, bro. There's like reports coming out like crazy that he's just like just an asshole and like all this stuff, and I'm just like, damn.
So if I'm not on the field, the game already lost.
I mean,
Nah,
that is some dickhead shit. I'm gonna lie to you. That's all about yourself, bro.
Hey, nah, Shedeur funny, bro. Hey, this how he come into the room, bro. Hold on.
I think I think he wants to fall, low key. I think he wants to fall because then he goes to a better team that's already playoff capable.
That's a fact.
I mean, but I don't think Dallas is that team though.
Nah, I don't know.
Bro.
I do not think Dallas is that team.
Shit, if I ain't there, we lost, bro. Type shit, you feel me? If I ain't there, we lost.
I ain't there. We lost. Yeah,
Yo, fucking
Come in there. Hey, shit, bro. Hey, you know who my daddy is, bro? Like, bro, I'm
Like,
gonna
for
take
real.
y'all to the bowl.
exactly. You know who my father is, man?
Oh, bro. Nah, Shador funny, bro. Nah, he
Like-
funny. A bunch
like
of teams
I-
were complaining about that.
Like I come from the body of a winner,
Yeah, bro. Like,
literally.
bro, do you know who? Do you know how much money I make?
All right, Cowboys
I'm-
pick is in. Let's see.
Mm. I think they got Tyler Booker.
Tyler Booker.
Tyler Booker.
Yeah.
I like that. I took him in the first round.
Zach Martin did retire.
Yeah, I took him in the first round to the Vikings, but it's not even about Zach Martin. It's about Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith has wrongfully been playing left guard. He's been like almost the best left guard in the NFL. Put him at tackle. Put him at tackle and put Booker at guard. Because Tyler Smith's normal position is left tackle, but Tyron Smith was there. So like they just move him around whenever. Like, you feel me?
A guard in the first 12. Yo, this motherfucker just run onto the stage just laughing.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Guard in the first 12 is crazy, but I did take him in the first round myself. But it's because you're gonna put your left guard at tackle now. So like they got to tackle. I think that's what it should be at least though. They're gonna put their guard at tackle now because that's what he came into the NFL as, and he was good at it. It just they had no guard play.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so we'll see.
But now they got a guard and they can move him to tackle, basically. Like
Exactly. So that's cool. And with the San Francisco 49ers, I ain't really talk about this pick. Michael Williams is like lightning in a bottle. It's just like sometimes he be in a bottle. So it's like with Nick Bosa next to him, when he's snapping, it's over. I ain't gonna lie.
Top 10 defense, minimum.
The 49ers, I want them in the first 3 rounds to do nothing but attack the trenches, both sides of the ball. Michael Williams is a good start. He reminds me of Nick Bosa. They play similar. It just they have their games where they look incredible. They have their games where you see that they're not the best run defenders in the league and they get slowed down. Hopefully the 49ers take defensive tackle that could just run stuff soon. And yeah, this is the 49ers identity. I told myself this. If the 49ers, this is the start of a Super Bowl run, but they need to make a couple more Super Bowl picks. This is one Super Bowl pick. You need to make a couple more. Yeah, it's not a bad pick though.
Yo, what do the Dolphins do here?
O-line, bro. I keep asking for no. They blindly take O-line.
They got to get tough. They
Teron Armstead retired.
They got to get something in the trenches for sure.
Yeah, Teron Armstead retired.
They're not a tough team at all.
Yeah,
that team is all finesse. That's a backyard football team.
Bro, they had one of the worst O-lines in the league last year, and they had a top 5 left tackle, and he retired. They're going O-line, Nick. In my drafts, they never were able to even have a chance at O-line because all of my to me, bro, all the first round grade O-linemen I have were gone within the first 11 picks. So the Dolphins got a lot that they can play with. You got Donovan Jackson, who I love. You have Josh Simmons, but both of the Ohio State tackles got weird question marks around them. Donovan Jackson, it's the fact that the consensus boards for some reason just aren't hip on him. Josh Simmons, they're hip on him, but he's coming off a bad injury. But he had a great pro day, great combine. He looked healthy. Gray's able. He's a guard, tackle, and center. So like plug and play anywhere. Dolphins just need literally any one of those guys. If they take Josh Cornelli, they're an unserious team. Like, we'll see what the Dolphins do, but they literally have no choice but to protect Tua. Nick, am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, bro. You got no choice. I mean, if you go any other pick than this, bro, they're cooked, bro. They're a top 5 pick next season.
Look. If they go Jahdae Barron, I might even almost agree with them that he might be the best player available. But bro, it's not even it's not even about best player available. It's about not being the team to let an NFL player die on the field. Like, bro, get an O lineman, bro, please. Teron Armstead retired. Their best O lineman retired. No, they need it. I don't know. I don't know what to think about the Colts after the Dolphins though, because like, bro, they really could go Shedeur, bro. I'm telling you, Shedeur to the Colts would be. I would be so happy. Hey,
Oh my god,
bro, get Dylan Gabriel, bro. Anyone, bro. Anthony, give up on him. Colts.
I literally told you when I was doing the mock
Miami
draft.
picked them.
I said, dude, these QBs not getting drafted as high as you think they're getting drafted, bro. Only person who was guaranteed was Cam Ward. That was it.
Yeah. Dude, the fact that the Giants won that last game against the Colts, bro. We eliminated the Colts out the playoff and lost Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm.
And they might get Shedeur Sanders for it.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all got to do Abdul Carter for it.
Yeah, we got Abdul Carter. And I like Abdul Carter. I wanted to quarterback, bro. We running it back with Russell Wilson while we had pick 3.
Running back with Russell Wilson is that's nasty work.
Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston and Tommy DeVito.
Bro.
The little engine that could and crack a crab leg.
Bro, that's exactly why I thought it was a smoke screen, bro. Like, I thought it was no way the Giants really finna go into the season with, bro. The fact that quarterbacks are still available, like, that just means we didn't like the quarterback class. Because
You know what
I'm
pissed-
telling you,
you know
a
what-
lot
nah,
of people didn't like.
You
the
know what
quarterback.
pissed me off the most about them signings, bro? They
What?
said, in quote, "Yo, 2 character guys in the locker room. That's the character locker room." Like, get out of here. Ain't no
Leaf,
damn
I got a
locker.
question. Most NFL drafts, if you had to guess, do they produce over or under 1.5 Pro Bowl quarterbacks? 1.5. Like, do you think it's more likely or unlikely that there's 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks in this class?
I would say under, because usually
No, we gotta go back in history, bro, dude.
No. The reason being is because like most of the Pro Bowl QBs come out of like one major class. Think about some of them drafts.
I get it. That's what I'm thinking. I get
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So like, it's not like we'll look back at let's say the I'm thinking of a year.
I'm looking back.
I'm thinking of like when Josh Allen got drafted. We're looking back at that as a QB draft.
What I'm doing, Leaf, we're going back every year since 2000. In the year 2000, Tom Brady and was Chad Pennington ever a Pro Bowl quarterback? All right, so in the year 2000, Tom Brady was the only Pro Bowl quarterback, and like he was Mr. Irrelevant. So like that literally was like, that ain't happening again. Trying to see, is there any other players that were productive at the quarterback position?
All right, Miami pick is in.
Gotta go O-line. I like Donovan Jackson, but they're gonna probably go Josh Simmons or Zabel, since that's what we call safe.
Probably. No, Kenneth Grant.
Kenneth Grant.
Oh,
Defensive tackle. Well,
OT.
Miami fans out there, welcome to the top
All right.
5 in 2026 NFL draft. Welcome to the 2026 top 5 NFL draft. Congratulations.
Tua should request a trade.
Who?
Yeah, Tua should request a trade. This is their first. I think is this one of their first round selections since having Tua
I believe so. If I'm not
because
Besides Waddle,
because they've been cheating and trading their picks. So the first time they got a first round pick in a long time, and they have a big thing that they need with a bunch of talent at that position, might be even best player available. They go with a need. They go with Kenneth Grant, who, if you need something, get it in the second round, get it in free agency. Don't get it in the draft right here at pick 13 after you just lost all year to get something that you need. You get it in the draft. You pay for what you need. You get what you like. Like, I don't know. In my mock draft, I did take Mason Graham from them, the better defensive tackle out of Michigan State or Michigan, and I said I didn't like the pick. I took there's the guy who on my board, he fell because of how many tackles went and how important that position is. And instead of taking one of those very important tackles, they take a defensive tackle to replace Christian Wilkins instead. It's not terrible. Like I don't like it, but like
it ain't. But
I'm not a big fan of the pick either. But it's the Dolphins, man.
it depends how the board falls though. Because if they get tackle in the second round, these tackles that I'm high on and they just fall in the second round,
Yeah.
like maybe.
I mean, it depends on how they want to run their offense, bro. Like, I mean, like if you want to run strictly right, running back, halfback right. Like, I mean, then you go get tackles, bro. Like, if you want to make sure you got time and run all types of other shit, then you go fill up the rest of your offensive line however you want to fill it out. So, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is at this point.
This is where Tyler Warren goes.
Tyler Warren.
Warren or Shedeur. Depends how they feel.
It's Warren.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it's Warren.
I wouldn't hate like a Walter or Nolan right here. I love
Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren it is.
I know it.
Yeah. This was the most obvious pick in every mock draft.
Besides Cam Ward.
Yeah, this is literally the most obvious pick. Tyler Warren to the Colts. Bro, I'm telling you, Nick, I don't know how this is going to age. He remind me of George Kittle and Gronk, bro. And Austin Hooper. Like,
I actually hope it ages well, bro. Like, because I mean, I see it. I see the vision. I mean, I'm just hoping that it pans out because, like, come on, he's playing for the Colts. So, I mean, yeah.
It's not going to pan out year one, though.
No, it's definitely not going to pan out year one.
Anthony Richardson.
If it does pan out year one, that means he's ahead of schedule.
Yeah. No, and the thing is, he might be ahead of schedule because there's going to be times in the red zone where I would have Tyler Warren snap the ball instead of Anthony Richardson and just tell him run in. I know that we do that with Anthony Richardson a lot, but do it with Tyler Warren too. You want to keep Anthony Richardson healthy and tell him you're a quarterback. I don't care about your rushing touchdown stats. Stay healthy and get us in position to where Tyler Warren could finish off the drives for us. Stop punching in these 1 yard touchdowns looking like you're doing more than you did. Tyler Warren's gonna punch him in for now.
That's a fact.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Tyler Warren, a Swiss Army knife, bro.
Yes.
He just that player that you want on your team, bro. You know, like he just.
I think he's almost a complete football player, bro. For real, bro. Like, if I had to say, I mean. He's somebody that you can put in a goal line situation, put him in the trenches, he could block, make some plays, move your chains, do a lot of things. So, I want to see how this works.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They'll be all right, but the thing about the Colts, they don't got that many separators.
That's true. But I think that'll come in time.
Yeah,
I think that's a down the line type of thing. I mean, they want to it seems like they want to focus on the basics first.
Yeah. They already did that though. They this coach team, like, it's not bad, bro. I think if Shadur would have went to this coach team and like they take a talented receiver in the second round, if it would have been almost like a better position than he was with Colorado last year. You got you a good old line. You got you Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, get you that separator in the second round, and he's a rookie. You let the rookie rook.
That's a fact.
But it's like this draft, bro. Only one quarterback has went, and we are at pick 15. And one thing we know for sure is the next 3 picks, the next like majority of this draft is not gonna be quarterback. Like, and that's a fact. Because
probably ain't gonna get another quarterback to like the 20s.
Thing is, though, we at the point where we out of the lottery. Once you out the lottery and you in the playoff teams, most playoff teams got their quarterback situation set.
Cool.
Most playoff teams got like Joe Burrow, and imagine the Bengals ain't even make the playoffs. So like,
I mean, metaphorically we out of the lottery, but it ain't no lottery technically.
Exactly. 100%. Yeah. So like. That's why I had Jackson Dart going so high, Nick. It's not that I think he's the second best player in the class. It's just at that part of the draft, that's the teams that need that position. These are the teams usually, in my opinion, that should start going best player available after like teams took dart throws and stuff. But nobody's taking darts. No, nobody's taking QBs. No, nobody want to be the main character of this draft and have everyone say, "Oh my
everybody
God,
want to draft." People really want to play it safe.
Yeah, bro, they are scared to take QBs in this draft. Holy, and I don't even hate the QB class. It wasn't special though. I'll say that
it's not a strong QB class, to be honest. Like I said, it's a lot of projects, dude. It's a lot of.
That's every QB class, man. Trevor Lawrence has been a project.
Oh no, dude, bro. Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be NFL ready, bro.
And he's been a project. I'm just living in.
He's supposed to be, bro. If you're the first overall pick in a draft, you're supposed to be NFL ready. You're not a project. You're NFL ready. That's no excuse.
Nah. Trayvon Walker as not even a quarterback is someone that got took at 1 to be a project.
No,
like
you. Bro, if you want, bro, I'm not doing this.
Bro, like,
I'm not doing this because it's gonna piss me off. I'm talking
about. No, Nick. I get what you're saying. Like, what he was supposed to be and what he's turning out to be is 2 different things.
Yes.
So, I mean, obviously, I get the Jaguar situation. I get depth chart. I get playbook. All of that. All of those things got to come into fruition. But at some point, you got to stand on your own feet. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a number 1 overall pick.
Bro, you've had Trevor Lawrence for when did he get drafted? 2021. Bro, they've had 2 top 5 picks in 4 years of Trevor Lawrence being there. 4 fucking years of Trevor Lawrence being there. They have 2 top 5 overall picks. You're telling me something's not wrong there.
I know what's wrong, Nick. I told you what's wrong, Nick. They get these top picks because they have a project quarterback who needs weapons around him, and they keep getting defense. Hey, let's trade up for Travis Hunter. Let's trade up for some defense. While our max contract player, who we took at pick 1, and was supposed to be this generational talent, can't perform because we don't give him an offensive line.
Exactly.
You're not wrong.
Like he's a max contract player. Nick, you can't go out and pay a left tackle cheap money. No, left tackles are expensive. You know what you could do though? You could get DJ Reed for cheap. DJ Reed for cheap. You know what inspired DJ Reed to come for cheap? If you have Will Campbell and Trevor Lawrence could do something. Trevor Lawrence, like when I watch them play, he's not a bad quarterback. I agree with that's what you mean. Like, he's not a project, but he's turning into one because he has to learn how to play without an O-line.
I understand that, dude.
Yo, why? Hold up. Why is this Nuggets game on League Pass and not this damn Memphis game? Don't nobody want to see this.
It is, bro. We do got the playoffs on. I should watch the playoffs while waiting for the draft picks. I'm literally not watching the draft. I'm just waiting until Nick says something and react.
I'm low-key just not interested in any of these playoff rounds besides Lakers, Wolves, and Nuggets, Clippers.
Oh, you tripping? On today's slate of games are the best one. The Knicks, Pistons. Oh wow, it's a 5-point game right now. 2 minutes left. Knicks, Pistons.
Knicks, Pistons, cool.
Yeah.
Memphis, OKC. OKC is about sweeping, bro. It's over.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's over, bro.
Yeah. You got to know what you're looking for
Yeah,
though. In this Knicks Pistons series, I'm looking for Cade. Like, oh my God, Cade just took it in on him. 3-point game. Nah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to see who is Cade Cunningham because he's doing this on OG and Mikal Bridges. Why is this guy averaging 30? Playing defense also.
Yeah.
I mean, Brunson is averaging 35 in the series.
Word. Nah, Cade is balling too though. Like with OG guarding him. So like, it's fun to see. I think the Pistons have been one of my more watched teams this entire year.
Man, everybody was waiting for Cade to show out, but I'll be honest with you, bro. You know what this playoffs is? You know what this postseason is really missing?
What?
Zion and Wemby.
Yeah, that'd be lit. That would be lit. Cade just dropped OG, by the way.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's crazy. He just put OG on his knees, bro.
All right, last pick is in. Let's see.
Lions? Did you say the Lions?
No, Atlanta's.
Oh, James Pierce, maybe? They gotta go edge here. Mike Green, James Pierce,
Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker. Yeah. Who's their defensive coordinator? If it's Raheem Morris, that might be lit. Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Aubrey. Well, who's their head coach? Is Raheem Morris there by any chance? Yeah, Raheem Morris is their coach. Raheem Morris is one of the few defensive coordinators that I'm okay with taking Jalen Walker in the first round. Jalen Walker to me, now, okay, this is a good landing spot. I said that he's the one player that I don't know how I feel about yet in the draft class because he's scheme dependent to me, but he could look special in a certain scheme. He's like Micah Parsons or Isaiah Simmons. He's either going to be that Swiss Army knife that plays linebacker and is one of the best edge rushers in the league, or he's going to be a tweener that can't find a place. On the Falcons, right now he's going to be their number one pass rusher. So like, I don't know how I feel about him as a number one pass rusher because he doesn't really create his moves off of like finesse and with his hands. He creates it off of just speed, dominant, and I'm a better athlete than you. You know, it's like watching OKC Westbrook. Weird example, but like, yeah, he just like crashes out. Like he crashes out, bro. And as an NFL player, that's a good thing to crash out.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, so like,
it's one of the top things you need in the NFL. You need somebody that's a complete crasher.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Like you remember how I said Will Johnson is very technical?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Walker's the complete opposite. Like he is the main character, and like, yeah. But the thing is, though, like sometimes he looks stupid. Sometimes he either is A plus.
So basically, he's like the mystery box on Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But if like, yeah, literally mystery box on Mario Kart, bro. But you gave it to the right player, you know. Like, hey, you give the right player that blue little, you know what I'm talking about, on Mario. You give a player like me the blue thing and put me back in the game, I might come in first place. So like, nah, he is boom or bust to me because, like I said, if he pans out, he pans out. If he doesn't, he's like a tweener, and it's just that like he couldn't find himself. But at the same time, that's almost like how it is for everyone. But he has no position in the league yet. We don't know what position he is, you know. But I think he's an edge rusher. Just throw him at the edge, and as an edge rusher, ask him to just be a very smart run defender, you know, because like you've played linebacker for a long time, you know what to do in run defense at the edge position. Good. We'll see how Jalen Walker goes. What you think about Jalen Walker to the Falcons, Nick?
Pretty okay. I'm all right with it. I figured they were gonna go with some type of defense. Kind of improve their linebacker core. I mean, they still got the most talent in that division. And now I thought they had it offensively for sure, but on the other side of the board, they're trying to make sure that they got all of the talent in that division. I mean, so this is a pretty damn good pick. For them. Being that they missed out on Jalen Carter and they had to pick Bijan, but I mean, they looking for that. They looking for that defensive playmaker.
They need it bad too. I wouldn't hate if they go and attack defensive line again. Round 2. Like, this team's defensive line is like Yabbermouth bad. Like, in the past half decade, their leading sack total getter was 5.5. Like, Jalen Walker, all he has to do is blitz the quarterback like a couple times, and he might be the best pass rusher they've had in half a decade, you know?
Probably.
So it's like you're comparing the Falcons to themselves. So yeah. James Pierce, like he's a stand-up pass rusher, kind of reminds me of DeMarcus Ware. And like I like technical players more. You know?
I mean, but I think Walker, he's somebody that can just get in. He seems like somebody that can get in and make plays right away.
Yeah, all you have to do is ask him to blitz, and like he'll figure out a way.
Mm-hmm.
He don't got the swim move. Like you know how like coaches teach you, you know,
He basically just got the center of gravity. Like,
yeah.
Just drafted Walter Nolan.
The Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
A+ pick by the Cardinals. Walter Nolan is a great run-stopping defensive tackle that could also get to the pass. I had them getting Mike Green for the same exact reason, and Walter Nolan going next to the Bengals because I think the Bengals needed run defense so badly, but so did the Cardinals. Cardinals needed D-line badly. Walter Nolan to the Cardinals is an amazing pick. Ole Miss had the best run defense last year. I think Ole Miss. Maybe I'm an Ole Miss fan. I had like 7 players go in the first round for Ole Miss. I had Jackson Dart, Princely, Jared Ivey, Walter Nolan. 4 players, 4 or 5. Maybe I'm forgetting someone. That D line though, Nick. Oh, Trey Harris. Yeah, 5. That D line though had the best pass rush and best run stats. You know, they allowed the least amount of yards per game on the ground. Some of the least amount of passing yards. You know, some of the most sacks, the most pressures as a unit. Like, I think you should take a couple more Ole Miss defensive linemen today. Yeah, Walter Nolan though, big boy up the middle. Cardinals got better. With this for sure.
Cardinals did. I don't know what the Cardinals front 7 looked like before this pick anyway, but I mean,
I don't think they had one.
I don't think
They had rotated. They were just rotating pieces.
Yeah, I literally, Nick, you know I'm a Cardinals fan deep down, and like I don't even know who's on their D line.
They're just rotating pieces all season. They'll just rotate them in and out.
Bro, the
Yeah,
amount I watch Cardinals games and I don't know who's on the D line is crazy. Wait, I don't know who's on the D line, bro. Nah, watching all of that. Look, nah, they needed this. Yeah, what you think about the picnic?
Good pick. I mean, like you said, they needed it.
Yeah. No, this is very much needed. And the Bengals now they up. I wonder what the Bengals do because they can go. They go trenches right here. There's way too much trench play, or they go Baron. I was in my mock draft. You know what? The more Baron falls, the more I'm gonna say it. He's blue chip. Nah, Baron's an easy like blue chip. I literally had him go pick 7 to the Jets, but like just stuff be happening, you know? Like in the draft, stuff just be happening. It's just Dave Barron's just gonna find his way to fall. Look, it happened in my mock draft too. Just some players find their way to fall, but Walter Nolan is somebody who some people may have fell right here at 16. He's nasty, bro. Nasty. Somewhat similar to Dexter Lawrence. Yeah, similar to Dexter Lawrence, but a little opposite. Like Dexter Lawrence as a run defender is like good, but as a pass rusher, elite. I think Walter Nolan as a run defender is elite, and as a pass rusher, he good. So that's all right.
Yeah, I do. I mean,
The Bengals, maybe they go Mike Green next, James Pierce. No matter what, though, I took Aeneas Peebles in my mock draft for the Bengals, but nobody knows who he is. He's ranked in like the 200s on consensus boards. I know he's not gonna go at pick 17, but if Aeneas Peebles goes at pick 17, I would love that pick. But I just think he's gonna end up being like a day 3 pick, even though I disagree with it. On the other end though, Kenneth Grant already went. Who I mean, the Bengals might just have to go edge, and Mike Green will be able to upgrade that.
you have to, especially because Trey Henderson asked out.
The thing is though, I think you're gonna pay him. They said that they're gonna pay him like after they get everything situated. Maybe they go after like if the Bengals reach. I don't think they should force themselves to take a defensive tackle. Now, if it's not Peebles or Darius Alexander or maybe even Alfred Collins. Alfred Collins in the first is kind of wild, but it's not. I also like Shamar Turner, but like I just feel like you could get there. I feel like there's enough defensive tackles to where you can get a run stopper in like round 2 or 3 since Walter Nolan's off the board, and just go with Mike Green. You know, Mike Green or James Pierce or Jack Sawyer. Just go best player available at edge. There's a lot of edge players that I like right now. I like a lot of these edge rushers. And how many edge rushers have been taken so far? Has it only been one in Abdul Carter?
Abdul Carter, Walker.
Jalen Walker, like I didn't listen. Look, he's all around. So like you every down edge player. This about the Bengals have the option to take their second favorite guy, you know, or in like in the Bengals locker room, right? What if for some reason there's someone they liked more than Abdul Carter, you know?
Yeah,
because there's only one other player that's been taken at that position, and that's a position that you need. That's a position that you're begging for. Trey Hendrickson asked for a trade, and you on your knees saying, "No, please wait until after the draft. We're trying to figure out what we're doing. We're gonna pay you though, bro. We got you, man." Right? Yeah, bro. Go figure it out. Get you an edge. Wouldn't hate it at all. I don't know who they view as the best edge though. Right here, there's so many options. Literally.
all right, pick who's them.
Mike Green. Why not? But he had some legal stuff going on. I don't know. So maybe Jack Sawyer because he's not in trouble. Wow. Shedeur still hasn't gone. Only one quarterback still. Pick in. Let me know, Nick.
Jamar Stewart. Who else? Texas A&M.
That's desperate, dude. They're desperate for run defense, but it's not. Wow, Shamar, he's a player that I'm lower on, but it's because he's a 6'6", 280, strong, agile defender who gets no production, Nick. Like he's 6'6", 280, going against 5'10" people, getting no production, Nick. That don't worry you. I understand the size and all that, but like that's all he got. He got size and run defense. And in my opinion, in Texas A&M, who I just brought up, Shamar Turner, was the best run defender, and you could have got the best run defender out of the Texas A&M group in like rounds 2 or 3. You know,
Yeah.
but he's a good run defending edge. Yeah, but you need everywhere on run defense. You're the Bengals. You know, he upgrades their run defense, but this is more of a Sam Hubbard replacement. I compared him to Sam Hubbard. I had him mocked to the Bengals and the Bills at round 2 to like just be a Sam Hubbard, designated run stopper at the edge position, and he has to develop some pass moves. He had the worst pass rush move repertoire that I seen. No, nothing. He has no moves. He just bull rush, no production. Like Jared Verse, you remember I was like saying all he does is bull rush, but he would get production with it, Nick. So I was cool with him going in the first round. Like he bull rushing, like he just beating people. Shamar or Stewart, he bull rushes, get nothing. But no matter what though, he's gonna upgrade their run defense. And I think that was their biggest weakness. So like
Yeah, I mean, we shall see.
in the first round though, I feel like you could get a run stopper in the second, third round somewhere instead of the first round. And then
You always can.
you're getting a run stopper at a position where run stopping kind of matters the least to me. At edge, if you want a run stopper, go get that out in the middle. And then everyone up the middle are run stoppers. So it's gonna be a little bit of competition to get one of those guys like Shamar Turner. Like, whatever though. I don't love this pick by the Bengals. Questionable pick, but it's not a bad decision. It makes your team better than it was yesterday. I understand being so hell bent on getting an edge rusher that could run defend.
I mean, they lost Sam Hubbard, so I mean, he retired.
Exactly.
So I mean,
I compared him to Sam Hubbard.
Bro,
That's what
bad,
this is.
But how bad was their defense last year? Bro?
They had
was
the
bad,
best.
bro.
They had a top 3 offense in the league, and didn't make the playoffs.
that should sum it up for you in a nutshell.
Yeah, they had a top 3 offense and didn't make the playoffs. But the thing about it though is your defense is that bad. So what I would have done in this draft leaf is in the first round, you go with the best defensive player on the board, and then after that you get run defense. You get run because your defense was so bad. Let's get the best defensive player in this draft and then help him with the run defense. Because like we got nothing on defense. We don't need.
The best defensive player left available was a corner.
Honestly, I think going Jahdae Barron and getting run stoppers in the second, third rounds would have been better. Yeah. Get the blue chip guy and then get your needs.
Okay.
If you want to go needs, but going need in the first round, I think a lot of teams probably feel a similar way as I do about Shamar Turner or Shamar Stewart. Leaf, he is 6'6", 280, the strongest person on the field, no production. They're taking him because of his size and his run defense, and hopefully that he could be a Trayvon Walker for them and develop pass rush. But like he is a good run defender. I'll say that, one of the best run defenders in the league actually. But he wasn't the best run defender on his team. And guess what? The Bengals need run defending at that guy's position even more. Maybe they go with both of them. Go with the whole Texans A&M D line and just get run stopping. Maybe.
All right, Seahawks pick is in.
Seahawks. I would love if they get like Trey Harris right here, but maybe they go O-line. I don't know what the Seahawks do here. I don't know what anyone does no more. Shamar Stewart just got took.
Gray Zabel.
Gray Zabel, I've been said he's been going should have went since the 49ers pick. Gray Zabel is somebody that plays left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, and right tackle. Literally, my comparison for him is Elton Jenkins. He plays everywhere on the offensive line, and you just move on. He's a rock. Yeah, Elton Jenkins, bro. Yeah, I would prefer him in the interior. He's an interior player that could play on the outside, you know. So like, the Seahawks need interior. This is them giving Sam Darnold no excuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they go get you an outside receiver on the boundaries, like a Trey Harris, who I got as my wide receiver 1 and still on the board. What if like I said, all I need is one team to be lower on McMillan than the rest, and they might agree with me that Trey Harris is the best, you know.
Yeah,
So
my God, is the prophecy coming true when we get into Marion Hampton? But one more pick away, and I don't think the Bucks are gonna do it because they got Bucky.
The Bucks, I mocked them Jahdae Barron, so like they're going Jahdae Barron. No, unless they go tackle. If the Bucks go tackle, I don't hate it. The Bucks go tackle, they make their whole offense better. They go Barron, they get somebody who I think I'm gonna just say Jahdae Barron blue chip. Jahdae Barron blue chip. I love Jahdae Barron. I was debating him or Travis Hunter, and Travis Hunter went at pick 2. So like the fact he's still available at pick 19, somewhere the Bucks need, and like that'd be cool. But at the same time, Bucks got Mike Green available still too. The Bucks got a lot of options. Bucks can't mess this up. If I'm the Bucks are going defense right here. They're going defense or tackle.
I see it.
The pick is in?
No, not yet. Next
Yeah,
only won by 2. Damn.
I think they should go. I think they should go Shador.
Who, the Bucks?
Hell yeah.
They're not going Shador. They paid Baker Mayfield last season. They're not doing it. They've been consistently making the playoffs with Baker Mayfield. They're not doing it.
Baker's the peak. Come on, Baker ain't it, bro. He's not the guy. He's not the guy. He's not.
What makes you say that?
Bro, like it is like he's still manager, bro. Like there's nothing about him that I'm seeing that's like, all right, yo, he's gonna be the guy to take this team over the top. Like I know.
I like Baker. I think if you could win with Jared Goff, you could definitely win with Baker. Give Baker a situation like Jared Goff, you know? What you think about that, Leaf or Nick?
Give Baker a situation like Jared Goff, I mean, that's easier said than done. I mean, when you're talking about the teams that Jared Goff been on, he's been on all-time great offensive teams, bro, already in his career. And even he still can't even produce anything other than a Super Bowl appearance, bro. Like,
exactly.
I mean, but like Tampa doesn't really have all of that. I mean, like they don't have a backfield like Detroit. They don't have anything close to what.
Are you sure about that? Bucky Irvin and White. I get. They're not Jahmyr Gibbs, but like Bucky Irvin is nasty, Leaf.
Bucky Irvin is
He was a rookie.
I like Bucky. I like Bucky. The problem is that I mean, like I don't know, bro. It's still stuff that they're missing. If we're talking about like an offense, bro, all around the board, bro, like
Jared Goff has had that on the Rams and on the Lions, bro. Like I'm talking about top O-line, weapons, going from Cooper Kupp to the weapons that he got now on Detroit, bro. Like I mean, I don't really think
coaching.
Like, the Bucks got that though. The Bucks got that. The only thing they don't got is like the dominance, and that's what you do in the draft. and I'm telling you that there's a blue chip player available, or you get O-line to complement your blue chip player in Tristan Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs is why I say that. If they O-lines could get you to the Super Bowl, and if they either get them an O-line right now that just so strong to the point where Chris Godwin and Mike Evans gonna get passes near them so much because Baker Mayfield just has enough time to do what he has to do, or they just give it to Bucky Irvin and White in the backfield. That this is a team that's nasty. Or they could just go tight end right here. I do like Harold Fannin, but I doubt he's a first round pick. Bro, the Bucks are at a position. They just need to go best player available. Leaf, I like Baker Mayfield, bro. Just go best player available, man. Even wide receiver wouldn't be crazy because Chris Godwin coming off a season-ending injury. You know, what if he's scared of pain?
Mike Evans is getting older.
Yeah, even wide receiver wouldn't be. Literally, Bucks could go anywhere and still be a playoff team next year. They're in a weak division also, Leaf. And you got to remember, while they're in a weak division, we just saw what all the teams in their weak division did. You got the Panthers. They who did the Panthers take? They took Jalen Walker, who I just said is a project pick. They took what did the Saints do again? Oh, they took a tackle who is to replace the tackle that retired this year. So they're in the same place, the Saints, or they hope to be in the same place because the tackle that retired was an all-pro tackle in Ryan Ramczyk. So they hope they could be in the same place that they were last year after this round. And who else? Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons just took who they took?
And the Falcons, they took linebacker.
Oh wait, they took Jalen Walker, right?
They took Jalen Walker.
Who did the Panthers
Bucks
take?
Pickers in.
The Panthers.
Oh, they took McMillan. They took McMillan.
Oh, they took wide receiver.
Yeah,
Emeka from Ohio State.
Oh, the Bucks.
Whoa. Bucks took Emeka Egbuka.
Whoa.
Yeah.
My player comp for him would be Chris Godwin, Jackson Smith-Njigba. He plays just like Chris Godwin. So maybe what I just said is what the Bucks see. Chris Godwin just came off a season-ending injury, and they probably want him to mentor Egbuka while he's on the franchise tag real quick.
True.
Is he on a franchise tag? Chris Godwin contract.
I thought they signed him.
Oh, 3 years. Leaf. This is how you give Jared Goff a situation. You look, I say you don't even need wide receiver. And they just got a 10-year wide receiver.
You mean Baker?
No, Egbuka is going to be in the NFL for 10 years. My question was his upside. Because I think he's a slot receiver, and there's upside to that. But he's good. He's a professional route runner. He played at Ohio State wide receiver, He is a professional. Emeka Egbuka to the Bucks is a pick that I did not see happening. But at the same time, the Bucks literally could have did anything. Best player available. Jahdae Barron still being available is crazy. That's crazy. Omarion Hampton or Jahdae Barron, Nick. You want both of them? Literally, y'all are in the perfect place. Perfect place, man. Oh, I'm gonna go get some, and you're gonna be talking about who the Broncos took while I'm back. So we'll see what the Broncos do. Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's crazy though, bro.
Man, Grizzlies up 40-29 right now. Damn.
Y'all take anyone yet, Nick?
No, it's still 3 minutes on the clock. I hope.
Holy, bro! You see 3 minutes, bro? I'm about to order me some food, bro.
I hope we don't trade back, man.
Omarion or Barron, literally that's all you gotta do. Holy, the fact that Barron's still on the board is interesting.
Hey, not for nothing. The Grizzlies just won a quarter. So I said they was gonna win a quarter, and they actually did. So like, okay, great.
Wow, Broncos Nation, let's hurry up. What are we doing? Oh, dude, hold on. Is Shadur going to the Steelers or Jackson Dart? The quarterback fell to pick 21.
If
It's gonna-
Shador
it's gonna be
goes to the
Shador.
Steelers, bro, he is going to get ruined. He is going to get ruined, bro. I'm almost positive he's going to get ruined.
Bro, the Steelers were going to a good amount of the Colorado workouts, bro.
That's true, man. I mean, but yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't like what's going on.
Yeah, I don't love it neither. I must admit that. But like, pick 20 is. I think the draft's about to start again because the Broncos got so many options that like what they do right here.
They do.
Bro, they draining this clock right now, bro. They
Because
just
bro,
letting
y'all
it
got a
go.
big y'all. But let's say that like, let's say for some reason y'all had Jade Barron as the best corner in the class, right?
Mhm.
But when you were in the draft board, you mocked Omarion to your team and just expected Barron to be gone. You know what I mean? Now you're just sitting there thinking like, hold on, Omarion Hampton is like amazing, but what is Jade Barron doing here? And then your biggest problem was like not your biggest problem. That white corner y'all got, he started like Riley Moss. He started getting better, but like
Watch us fuck up and drive Will Johnson. Watch.
no, oh man, Will Johnson. That was my player comp for him, but he's a worse version, so it'll be like Jason.
I don't know. Nick, who you looking for, bro? You looking for
I low key want to Marion Hampton. I feel like it would just open up the offense a lot more than having Bo Nix throw the ball fucking 40 times a fucking game.
True. I feel you on that. I don't see any running backs on like the need circuit, but I mean, who knows?
Well, we lost Javante. I think Javante left. He went to the Cowboys.
Right. No. Matter of fact, I do. Here you go. Running back, wide receiver, DT, center, and tight end. So y'all need some. Look like y'all need mostly offense first. Y'all need weapons.
That's what I would do. In my mock, I would get them Ashton Janty right here because like I'm a nerd and I don't think. No, I don't think. All right, Leaf.
Leaf, do not say anything about the pick, please. If you get it before me, I want to.
I'll tell you if it's an offensive player or not.
No, don't tell me no. I want to know.
But check me out though, Leaf. Oh, what was I just saying? I was just saying something.
All right, pick his. Oh, fucking this fucking guy's going on a Make-A-Wish shit. I'm sorry, Make-A-Wish.
It gotta be Jade Barron. Yeah. We love Make-A-Wish kid, Make-A-Wish Foundation. If y'all would like us to promote a code, we will be down. We love Make-A-Wish. Yeah, but Jade Barron.
See this kid go, bro. Make-A-Wish kid, bro. Presenting the Broncos 20th pick. I'll fuck with you.
Omarion or Barron, or y'all folded. Omarion, Barron, or fold. Maybe edge rusher, because that boy be getting all them empty stats, but
probably Omarion.
Yeah, I feel like you just go Omarion. Unless you just want to be weird and get like Xavier Watts. Omarion. That's what I would do. You let Omarion go to like the Patriots.
No. Oh, they got Barron.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take.
And Nick, this running back class is deep. So you're gonna get someone who could almost produce as much as Omarion in round 2. Jahdae Barron and Patrick Surtain as a duo? No.
You got him and PS2 back there. Oh wow.
No.
That's crazy.
Guess what? No fly zone is back.
Jahdae
No
I ain't
fly
gonna lie.
zone is back.
This shit is like forming Champ Bailey, bro. Like with an ultra instinct, bro. Almost, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They got CB1 into.
Literally. I'm telling you, I'm watching tape. I can't tell if him or Travis Hunter are better, but like that's the conversation I'm having. And nah, he reminds me of Zaire Alexander, super athletic, freak, super quick, sticky all around. Now
Travis Hunter got drafted as a CB. Okay,
both. Yeah, he got drafted at pick 2. But like Jahdae Barron going 18 picks later because he doesn't catch a couple slant routes. It's kind of crazy. And Jahdae Barron might even be able to stay healthier and produce more at corner because like he ain't gonna be like playing 120 snaps a game, you know.
Bro, that's scary though, bro.
Jahdae Barron.
Because when PS2 locking down, bro. When PS2 locking down, they're gonna have to turn to Jahdae Barron, bro. And you're gonna have another lockdown right there, bro.
Dude.
I think they know the running back class is deep. That's why.
Hell, bro. Okay, Nick. I ranked my top 10 running backs, and then I realized there's 15 top 10 running backs. Dude, some of the running backs I had missing the top 10 is crazy. And that's why I told you the Raiders taking Jeanty at 6 kind of wild to me. Not only because they took a running back at 6 and I'm just looking at the position, it's because Jeanty is a top 10 paid running back in the league now. Immediately.
Yeah.
Is that not scary? At least like he can't bust now. Like you're saying Jeanty is like a Hall of Famer. You're paying him top 10 back money immediately.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So like me personally, I would chill out. I would get the offensive lineman in Membu who could possibly be a Hall of Famer. And if he's not a Hall of Famer, he's going to be a good offensive lineman. And then in the second round, take running back. Because if the Raiders didn't take Jeanty might have maybe been the first running back taken right here instead. So like running back would have not the run would have not went as quick, you know?
Yeah.
But like
I mean, bro, you could always just get a good, bro. This running back class is so deep, bro.
Yeah. It's like, would you rather pay Jeanty top 10 back money with a worse O-line? Or would you rather get the O-lineman and draft a running back in the third round that's just going to be paid like $4 million a year, you know?
Facts.
And behind a good offensive line.
Oh, the Steelers pick is in.
Ooh.
Harmon. Who is this? 6'5", 300. Look like a lineman.
Derek Harmon from Oregon.
Yeah,
They did what I said, but they did it the wrong way. I said that in my mock draft, I took a name Peebles right here, defensive tackle out of Virginia Tech. What they did the exact same thing as me. They took a designated pass rusher at defensive tackle. The only difference is Oregon lost their playoff game because Derek Harmon in the run defense. Virginia Tech has a problem where Aeneas Peebles gets triple teamed, you know, and Derek Harmon on one-on-ones is struggling in the playoffs. I'm sorry. Derek Harmon he's not the best run defender, but he's on the Steelers, so he's gonna get to the quarterback. So it's not crazy. It's just me personally. I like Aeneas Peebles more, and that's what I mocked for them. And another pick, another quarterback not taken. Quarterback not going. Quarterback not going here. No, it's cooking. No, nobody's going in the first end. If quarterback don't go at for a team with Kenny Pickett starting, like, wait, who's the Steelers starting quarterback?
They're gonna. I don't know.
Is it Kenny Pickett?
No, it's Mason Rudolph right now.
Dude, Mason Rudolph. No. Can we sit here and agree that Mason Rudolph has been their franchise quarterback?
Basically, at this point, right?
Bro, Mason Rudolph is their franchise quarterback. Like, he is like, they don't trust nobody more than Mason Rudolph. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. The fact that Mike Tomlin can have Mason Rudolph as a franchise
QB. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Yo, Shedeur fall to us, bro. I am going crazy up in here, bro.
Yo, I'm not gonna draft Shedeur though. You got Jordan.
Nah, no.
Yeah, you never know, bro.
I mean, we listen. We are the team that sit quarterbacks on the bench for a couple of years and then groom them. So.
Yeah, but y'all just paid Jordan Love a massive contract, dude. I don't think
that's exactly why.
Yeah. I mean, but
I could see maybe
we do got Malik Willis still. So I mean,
yo, what if the Lions pull off the heist of the century?
Bro, look, Nick, remember in our mock, I told you I had Shedeur go to the Lions. I wasn't that high. Look, I wasn't that high on Shedeur. You're right, and I had him go to the Lions. Bro, Jared Goff, get him out of there. Look, look. If the Lions get one of these quarterbacks, Nick,
I ain't gonna lie, the NFL might be over.
The Lions, bro, the way that some of these teams are drafting, the Lions are going to get a quarterback.
Barn health, the league might be over. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Or they're going to get one of the edge rushers that are obviously better than some of these guys getting took with legal problems, and their legal problems aren't even like. Bro, when you have legal problems with a girl a week on the week of the draft, bro, I think that's just one of your exes.
Hold up. I just got something.
The Chargers, maybe they take people.
Still on the board.
People's not getting took today, bro. People's not getting took today, bro. I'm high on them.
That's a fact.
I don't know what's about to go on for the Chargers. Maybe they go Golden, speed wide receiver. Trey Harris was my favorite wide receiver. Defense.
You could. Maybe they go edge and fill that void with Joey Bosa that they don't got no more.
I would love Princely to the Chargers. If the Chargers are smart enough to take Princely, shout out to them. Or Mike Green, James Pierce. Nah, they got it. I'm telling you, one of these guys with the legal issues and are special, go get them. You're a playoff team. James Pierce reminds me of DeMarcus Ware, but he was in court this week. Mike Green reminds me of Nick Bosa, but he was in court this week. Like, that's just how it be, bro. Well, as soon as the NFL draft and you about to like touch your dreams, anybody who has a goal or has a chance to like bring you down because they feel like you did them some type of way, like any ex-girlfriends or something, they're gonna hit up Mike Green and like James. Matter of fact, let me stop. I don't know what those legal issues are. I have no opinions on them. Yeah, that's my answer. I have no opinions on any of their legal problems. But talent wise, hey, them boys nice. Them boys nice, bro. So we can see if talent or personality matter more? So far, it's looking like personality because those guys I had them going in like the teens, and we already in the 20s. Yeah, but pick 22, bro. These boys starting to take forever. I'm looking at what we was talking about earlier with the
Because I think
QB
they're
class.
trying to trade. I think people are trying. I think these are the teams that are just trying to trade, bro.
Yeah. Earlier, what we were talking about, though, I'm kind of seeing it too. Like, it's at like about 1.5 though with Pro Bowl quarterbacks each class. Nick, there's about 2 quarterbacks each draft. That's a Pro Bowler, bro. Just literally, like, I'm looking right now. Alex Smith is a Pro Bowler, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I'm not just saying Hall of Fame. I'm saying Pro Bowl. Like, you know how happy I would be as a Giants fan if we could get some of those Alex Smith seasons. We've had Daniel Jones, bro.
I guess you should never fall into the Rams too, man.
I want the Rams to take an outside receiver. I like Trey Harris, but like I gotta stop. I just gotta see what happens at this point, bro. Next year, I gotta listen to mock drafts, bro. I guess, bro. Having my own opinion makes me look like I know nothing. Cause like, holy, I literally I didn't brainwash myself, but I purposely brainwashed myself in this year's draft, Nick. I made sure I listened to no mock drafts. I didn't keep up with any content draft wise. All I did was watch games. You know, like,
Yeah.
I made sure that nobody's opinions could change how I feel. Cause like I remember like a couple drafts ago watching CJ Stroud and stuff. I was like, bro, this guy is so nice, bro. But like for some reason, but Bryce Young too was good. But like, I just hate. I don't know. I just want to make sure I got my own opinions. But these opinions are different. It's a good thing though. You see how they age. Cause Dylan Gabriel was still on the board. All these quarterbacks still on the board, bro. Dude, a lot of quarterback classes are like straight like bunions though. A lot of quarterback classes. But I feel like we're at the point in the NFL where if you like a quarterback, you take them in the first round. And these guys are all standing on business. They're not taking quarterback. So as long as they're doing it like that, that's respectable. I disagree. But one thing I know for sure, if you want a quarterback to produce, you got to put him in the scheme fit, you know? Like that's kind of why I liked Dylan Gabriel to the Browns, but I was scared to do that at pick 2, even though I liked him. I think Kevin Stefanski is an offense that Dylan Gabriel will be able to fit in. And he was top 3 in Heisman, bro. Like that means something. Like I'm not saying him being top 3 in Heisman is everything. I'm saying I'm watching the games. His stats are amazing. He's top 3 in Heisman. Was it the first time he was in the Heisman run?
Who?
Get Dylan Gabriel.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, it was the first time. Okay, but either way, in the Heisman run, you know, like, come on, bro. That means something. I don't know why people act like it's nothing. Joe Flacco and Matt Ryan were in the same draft class. I did not know that. Chad Henne, did he ever make a? I wouldn't even count Chad Henne, bro.
Nah, he didn't make it.
I wouldn't even want to count him. Wouldn't even want to. But I'm getting to the point where like some of these quarterback classes is just one QB for real. And I'm so mad that the Giants beat the Colts so they can't get
Cam Ward.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe next year we get Manning. But if that's what we're gonna do, bro, we should have just got Membu right here and make sure that we lose. Abdul Carter's gonna give us like an advantage with our defense, but I don't know. man. What do I know? Maybe the Giants could go Donovan. If we go get Donovan Jackson in round 2, Nick, I'm running laps.
Our Chargers pick is in.
They probably go like Jack Sawyer since he has no issues at edge. but I'd go with
Mario Hampton.
whoa. Okay.
Now I gotta play fucking two fucking stud running backs in 2 years.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. And the Chargers tackle duo, Omar on Hampton with Justin Herbert. Whoa. I like that, Nick. How you feel about that? I love that, Nick.
Like I was saying last year, I mean,
Whoa.
did they lose JK? I think they lost
Yes,
JK,
they
right?
did. They replaced him with someone too.
Najee Harris.
Exactly. Omarion and Najee. Whoa.
Told you Jim Harbaugh likes the fucking run game, bro.
Whoa.
Yo, watch us get Cam Scatterboo. I feel like that would fit, bro. If you really think about it, that would fit Sean Payton's offense so nice because of how Alvin Kamara was in Sean Payton's offense, and
Yeah.
they're basically around the same player. They both could run and they both could our receiving backs.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, dude. That Chargers pick is like I think that's franchise altering, Nick. Omarion Hampton.
Mario Hampton, nasty dude.
Because look, they are a team. Like I said, I'm a nerd with that stuff. They are a team that are almost in position to pay Omarion Hampton top 10 running back money. But the thing is, it's at pick 22, so it's not even top 10 running back money. So like they got the tackle duo, they got the quarterback. They just go best player available. And Omarion Hampton. Why didn't I think of that for the Chargers?
I was thinking that in the back of my head.
Yo, I never thought about Omarion to the Chargers and Najee Harris for the goal line touches. You keep Saquon Barkley, Omarion Hampton healthy. Yeah, this is what you do. Omarion Hampton was the only guy I was arguing with if he's better than Ashton Jeanty. Wow. Probably the most. Nah, Gibbs. Gibbs is the most burst, but he's similar to Gibbs almost. Almost similar to Gibbs, bro. This is a nasty pick.
Who the Packers gonna take?
Maybe they go tackle. I wouldn't be shocked. But the Packers usually draft and develop that position well. So I got them going edge. I ain't like Rashawn Gary last year. He was disappointing.
Yeah, Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark. I mean, I see them maybe going corner. What do you think, Leaf? All right, Leaf, your team's on the board, bud, and you're not even here.
The Raiders' offense is not that bad. Bowers, Jeanty.
No.
You just get the blue chip guys, and whatever quarterback ends up going there, you better thrive, boy. What if you don't thrive? I know something.
I mean, Geno Smith gonna be starting.
Yeah, but I'm talking about next year.
Yo, that's crazy. Shedeur really getting the Will Levis treatment right now, bro. That's crazy.
It's quarterback classes. That's what it is. It's all of them, bro. Every single person getting the Will Levis treatment. They just said, fuck this entire class. They said, fuck your class, nigga. All of the all the quarterbacks suck. All of y'all. We don't like none of y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy. They said, we don't want none of this. Who do the who's next up? Next up is the Packers. I have no idea who the Packers take. Bro, the Vikings are in position to move Donovan Jackson to guard. That's scary. Next to Christian Darrisaw. If the Vikings, let's see what the Vikings do. If the Vikings, Nick, if they're to get like Donovan Jackson and JJ McCarthy is good, I don't know how I feel about that team.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the Eagles' biggest threats right now. Before the Vikings make this pick, they're a mystery box. Like Leaf said earlier on Mario. The 49ers, they got one step closer with Michael Williams. The Lions. Is that it?
Huh?
I'm looking for teams to take down the Eagles. I think the only teams with a chance are the 49ers, Vikings, and maybe the 49ers, Vikings, and who else did I say? Oh, Lions.
Lions.
What did the Bears take in the first round?
Bears. Fuck. Who did they fucking take?
Did they take Loveland?
Yeah, they took Loveland. Yeah.
I mean, that means you don't pay Cole Kmet. So that means you feel like you're not going to overpay Cole Kmet, who can't really separate. I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
Yeah.
Let Cole Kmet walk. I mean, these people are lower on the tackle class than me. Josh Simmons, though, man, I'm telling you, he's really, really good. On the tape, he's really good.
Bro, these motherfuckers on ESPN are complaining. They're like, "All these players should be off the board already." Like James Pierce. I can't believe he's still here.
I mean, yeah, I'm telling you why he's still there, Nick. It's legal issues.
Yeah.
Him and Mike Green, those two guys. I don't know what it was, but it was his girlfriend stuff. I don't know. But them boys was just doing stuff. I don't know. But like I said, I am not a lawyer. Not yet, at least. If somebody wants to pay me to be a lawyer, give me the right amount of money and anything can happen.
All right, Packers picking them.
I mock Jack Sawyer here. I would love Peebles. I would love Peebles here. Jack Sawyer, and Pierce Green. Get you a D-line piece. The Packers know they want defense. They don't want Trey Harris. Don't act like you want wide receiver one all of a sudden.
Did the Broncos even get a second rounder this year?
Yes. In the second round, I had y'all take. Where is y'all in my Tej Johnson?
We got the 19th second, bro.
Yeah, so I got y'all taking Tej Johnson. I had y'all take Ja Frazier in the third round, who's very similar to Jahdae Barron, but as a third round prospect who went to a smaller school, so you don't know how legitimate it is. That's amazing that y'all got Jahdae Barron, because now you could get a running back in round 3 instead that went to a big school and I know could perform, you know? Like y'all got Jahdae Barron, and next y'all could go get Tej Johnson, and then in the third round get a running back. That's help for Bo Nix. You got him a blue chip player on the defensive side of the ball, and his step bro, you know, and then the best running back available, literally. Whichever one is the best available. I would like that. Well, how would you feel about that as a Broncos fan?
I would not mind it whatsoever.
I would not either.
Either that or if we could get Jack Sawyer in the fucking second round.
No, I mean,
Oh, hold up.
if he could do that, he probably is the pick.
Whoa.
Right. No way they went Shadur.
They went Matthew Golden.
They did go. Josh Jacobs tried to get his word out, and they did. Matthew Golden. Who does he remind me of? He's a speedster. I mean, there's a world where he could be Tyreek Hill. I think that's what it is. His upside is Tyreek Hill, and you know teams love that. Like, there's a world where he becomes Tyreek Hill, changes the game, and the Packers are amazing. There's also a world where he's what's the buddy name? Like, he's better than John Ross. That's the thing. Like, Matthew Golden is this Henry Ruggs. That maybe that's what it is. Matthew Golden plays somewhat similar to Henry Ruggs. So Packers are going to be able to get somebody that stretches out the field more, and all those other guys like that are inconsistent and stuff. You know?
Yeah. Bro, he don't even got a smile on his face, bro. He don't even look like he want to be here.
Yeah, because he's in a stacked wide receiver room. I wouldn't want to be there either as a wide receiver. As a wide receiver, if you and your agent are talking,
now he's getting hyped. Now he's getting hyped.
Yeah, but as a wide receiver, you and your agent are talking. This probably was like the one spot you're like, you're gonna have to fight. You know, there's a lot of competition, but at the same time, there's no number one.
Oh, I mean, but he could be the number one pick. Oh, the number one option.
Yeah,
maybe. I fuck with Jaden Reed though, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing about it. He has to be better than Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs. You know who I mess with is Devontae Wicks. So like
Devontae Wicks is nice too, bro.
Like,
they got so many wide receivers, dude.
Yeah,
unless they're planning on trading some.
What I did for the Packers is I got Harold Fannin Jr. The tight end I said reminds me of Austin Hooper. Right here, I would have took edge and just the all right. He played at D2, but he was by far the best player, like stat wise, in the country. Yes, he played D2, but he's tall, and the catches he were making were all contested, and he could separate. So like them having a tight end as their wide receiver one is kind of what I was looking at with all these just debt pieces killing them, with Harold Fannin being able to catch anything. Maybe they could still do that round 2. Yeah. Maybe the Packers finally just want to invest in their offense. That would be crazy if they do that. I would love to see a draft where the Packers go like Matthew Golden, Harold Fannin, and like O-line. That would be lit. But at the same time, they need edge, bro. But like, I have some question marks on Jordan Love. Why not answer all of them? You know?
All right. Put all the pieces around him. See what the fuck he does.
Yeah. Don't even like waste any more time. The Vikings pick is in. People are reacting to it, but I'm not trying to spoil stuff. Well, actually, what do I mean? I'm not trying to spoil stuff, bro. I should go see what the Vikings pick was, bro.
No, the Vikings, it's in, but they haven't announced it yet.
I already knew. Oh man, Travis Hunter mom ain't let his girl sit with him. Or she probably, bro. Who knows what these people be doing?
No, I don't care.
Yeah. Oh man.
Did you like you like Golden better? Or you like Xavier Worthy better? Who do you think is a better player?
Golden. Worthy's faster.
Yeah, but Golden has the size.
Golden has the release package.
Yeah. I'm
That's
watching
what-
some highlights right now. Yeah, he's got
Yeah. Golden, yeah, like I told you, there is a world where he's Tyreek Hill, but like there's not a lot of worlds where someone's like that, you know?
yeah.
So like
I don't think he had Tyreek Hill caliber. I think he man, he looked like he remind me of Stephon Diggs, but I'm not gonna lie to
a
you.
lot of wait, how tall is Matthew Golden? I don't know. I remember Matthew Golden being like, yeah, he's 5'11". I feel like Stephon Diggs, like, I don't know, is Stephon Diggs not taller? Oh, he's just 1 inch taller. Whatever, I guess. He reminds you of Stephon.
Minnesota picking.
I mean, if Minnesota go D line right here, I mean overkill, but why not? That would be overkill.
Donovan Jackson.
Dude, I told you if they go Donovan Jackson right here, Nick, this is a Super Bowl team. Nick, this is a Super Bowl pick.
They needed a guard bad.
Nick, this was my number one offensive lineman in their draft. Nick, the guy who I took at pick 3, the reason I'm high on Donovan Jackson, he was paying.
Whoa. Hold up. Breaking news. Texans traded the Giants.
Whoa. That's Jackson Dart. That's Jackson Dart.
That's Shedeur.
That's Jackson Dart.
Oh, no, that's Shedeur. That's Shedeur.
That's Jackson Dart. He plays like Josh Allen, Brian Dable. That's Jackson Dart. That's Jackson Dart. If it's not, it's Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel plays like Russell Wilson. Nice mentor.
It's Shedeur. I guarantee you, Shedeur.
It's Jackson Dart or Dylan Gabriel. Oh man, we got a quarterback.
It's Dart or Shedeur. Gabriel's not going, bro.
Hey, Nick. Don't be surprised. It's 50-50. It's Dart or Gabriel, and that means we know it's Dart. Hold on. Giants Nation. What are we about to do? It's Dart or Gabriel. Oh man, Nick. We got Abdul Carter and a quarterback. But like this is in the league where Donovan Jackson just went to the Vikings. In a world where Donovan Jackson just went to the Vikings, bro, things get hard.
I know who it is. I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Oh no. No. The thing, you know what? I should watch the draft right now. You're right. I haven't been watching. You've been telling me everything. No, let me go ahead and watch it, bro. Let me go ahead and watch it, bro. Was it Dart?
I'm not gonna say no.
It was Dart.
I'm not saying no. I'm just not gonna say no. It's either Shedeur or Dart. I haven't even showed Gabriel at all tonight, bro. He's not going in first round. Bro, come on.
We got Dart. I've been telling you, Nick. QB2. Yeah. Hey, I'm going in the group chat. Those boys was calling me crazy. Yes, sir. Wait.
Dart is not playing a single snap this season, bro.
Bro, he reminds me of Josh Allen. Brian Dable coached Josh Allen. You know? Like, I don't blame them for falling in love with him. And you got to remember, this is also Brian Dable's plan to not get fired this year. You know? He gonna be like, hey, you remember that project pick we got in Jackson Dart? Come on, let me stay one more year. You feel me? Come on. Come on, bro. We got a QB who we haven't even played yet. Or if he's or let's say in the middle of the season, right? Russell Wilson ain't looking all that hot. They're gonna be like, hey, you know what? Don't fire me. Let's plug in Jackson Dart. Let me keep my job for a couple more weeks. Like, no. I love this pick. Hey, we got Jackson Dart, who I'm telling you, Nick, you put me on and you was right. Ever since then, I fell in love. I fell in love, bro. Oh man, Dart at pick 23.
Pick 25.
25.
Yeah, we're at pick 25. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Oh, then I've been numbering this wrong for a long time. Is anybody watching? Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, I did. I just wasn't changing the number. Yeah, bro, I'm yapping because I literally have 23 on the screen saying, wait, I don't even, bro. Pick 25, bro. Pick 25. I'm just nah. This is also like a buy. I got like a buyer's remorse feeling right now, Nick. I was so happy. Like now I'm like, now we here. I'm scared. Jackson Dart, dude. We had to trade our second round pick, right? What was the package, Nick?
Let me check.
Dude, this is like this is a crazy pick by the Giants, but the trade though, pick 25 with the New York Giants select Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss. Dude, that is crazy.
Oh, did they say they announced it already?
Yeah. Jackson Dart has been selected. Yeah, by the Giants. All right, so we gave up a 2025 second. Oh wow, we gave up our second and third. And on next year's third. We gave up 2 third round picks for Jackson Dart, Nick.
2/3?
Because we moved up and gave up 2/3. Because we moved or we gave a hold on. Okay. Exactly. When I did our mock draft, we have multiple second and thirds also, by the way. So it's like not that big of a deal. You know? Like we trade up from what was it, 32 to 25, and we gave up one of those thirds. That's cool. We still got a third round pick and Jackson Dart. We just moving up by giving up a next year's third because we got Abdul Carter, we get Jackson Dart, and now we just go with receiver or tackle. Because in my mock draft, I had us take quarterback. The thing is, I had us take Dylan Gabriel because Jackson Dart was off the board. This is better. And we got Abdul Carter. We got who I took at pick 8 and pick 2, in my opinion. And then we finna go out and get, I don't know what, but I know we got another second round pick. I think we got another second round pick and another third round pick. And you know, all we did was move up. Nah. Nick. Did the Giant look, Nick, every time I'm usually right when I say a team had the best draft. I'm scared that it's my team, Nick. No. No, my team can't have the best draft. We are the Giants. We are the Giants. And all of y'all keep telling me I'm wrong about Jackson Dart. Y'all might be right. If the Giants agreeing with me, nope. I'm scared. I'm getting buyer's remorse now. I'm scared. Why did the Giants agree with me? If there's any team that's stupid, right, to listen to me, who would it be? Like it would be the Giants, bro. No, Nick, I'm scared, dude. Jackson Dart is because this means we're not getting Manning next year.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart, yeah, let's go. He got a big arm. He's a strong. He reminds me of like Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen, Nick. Not as good of a runner as Jalen Hurts, but a better passer. Is Jackson Dart not a better passer than Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, he's a better passer.
And Jalen Hurts just won Super Bowl MVP. He's a better passer than Jalen Hurts. Jackson Dart to the Giants, man. Jackson Dart to the Giants, man. He has a better head coaching staff than Jalen Hurts. So, like, he's going to get – he has Malik Neighbors.
Yep, see. They're coming out and saying it. They're like Brian. ESPN came out and said that the Brian Dable liked him because he has the same traits as Josh Allen.
Bro, all I've compared him to you. Even though I lost, I won. Look, I may have put $50 on Jackson Dart getting pick at pick 2, but my team got him. My team got him. I lost $50, but my team got him. He was the guy I loved in this draft. Nick, you like him too. Dude, he was the guy. Him and Donovan Jackson were like two of my biggest guys. Like,
also, Rams is traded out with the Falcons.
The Falcons get Pierce. I had the Falcons take Pierce. Look, and I said that they haven't had edge rush production of over 5.5 sacks in half a decade. Go get both of them. Get Pierce, who is a legit pass rusher, like with his hands, and then get Jalen Walker, who just comes in and just says, "Fuck the rules. I'm that nigga." That's literally what he does, Nick.
James Pierce Jr., you're right.
Let's go. That is wow. James Pierce reminds me of DeMarcus Ware. Wow. There's 2 players in this draft, or there's 3 players in this draft that I'm gonna use this a lot, Nick. In the future drafts. Pascal Siakam is a player comp for them. That spin move they got is nasty. And they spam it. Princely, Pierce, and Peebles. I've learned. I think the spin move, Nick. If you see an edge rusher or a pass rusher have a nasty spin move, beware of them. Like James Pierce got 50 pressures last year, Nick.
Yeah, I was looking at James Pierce.
In D1. But the thing is, he's not a good run defender. He's like,
yeah, but they got a Bukute for it, right? Or no,
right. Yeah.
They got
Grady Jarrett too. No.
Yep.
The thing about it, he's a suited up Yannick Ngakoue. You remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like Yannick Ngakoue, he sucked in the run, but he was a good pass rusher. James Pierce is an elite pass rusher. Elite. Like, nothing now the Falcons seen an elite pass rusher who just went to court this week and said, you know what? We got you, bro. No. And like teams know when you go to court on the week of the draft, bro. Come on, man. Like you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he went to court. So like he went to court. Was this pick 26?
Yeah, pick 26.
Wow, James Pierce at 26 is an absolute slide. You know what? The Falcons did it right. The Falcons did it right, Nick. They have the same questions as me. I said Jalen Carter is a tweener, and I don't trust him as my edge rush one. I don't. I don't know how I feel about him. But him next to James Pierce, whoa. Whoa. I said Raheem Morris is one of the only DCs I trust with this, and it's because he would do something like that. He just made it trustworthy now. He knows Jalen Walker can't be your edge rush one, but if he is, that means he's special. You know, James Pierce could be your edge rush too. If James Pierce is your second best pass rusher and he's an elite pass rusher, who cares? You know, if Jalen Walker just comes in there and is Micah Parsons, let him be. If he goes in there as Micah Parsons, let him be, bro. Nah, the Falcons. It's the Falcons and the Giants. I know that they both traded up, so it's easy to say that. But they both did it like the exact way I would have wanted them to. You know what I mean, Nick?
Yeah.
Like, holy.
This is fucking crazy this draft, bro.
Oh, wow. I wonder how this go. Bro, because no, that is a great thing. Oh my god, no, we got Jackson Dart, bro. No, we got Jackson Dart, and all we did was move up and give up one of our third round picks. We're still gonna have a third round pick to get Jackson. If Trey Harris is available, Nick, and I had him at wide receiver 1.
I mean, he would have to be available in the third round.
No. He'd have to be available in the middle of the second round, and we had to trade up for him. I think that's something you trade up for, or maybe you're right, Nick. You know what's crazy too? It's possible he's coming off a season-ending injury. I think that's the only reason he's not number 1, Nick. He had 1,000 yards in 8 games.
Okay, it's just his injury here.
I think people don't. When like you're watching film on players and like what you do is go back and look at the stats and then watch highlights. I think people are skipping by Trey Harris because other people have more yards than him and don't look at the 8 games played. Like, dude, he was averaging over 100 yards per game. What are we doing? He was averaging over 100 yards per game. Like, you're telling me he can't do 40? You're telling me with Malik Neighbors on the opposite side, so he has less competition because he's going to be going against CB2s now, even though it's in the NFL. He's not going against CB1s. We got Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Holy! If we get Trey Harris, Nick, I'm watching every Giants game.
You gonna be a Giants fan again?
Yeah. I'm already a Giants fan again.
Nah. You switching on too many times, bro. You got to stick with the Giants though. You can't go. Oh yeah, Miami, my team now, bro. Can't go that midseason if the Dolphins decide.
Bro, I be repping the Giants when we got 2 wins, bro. You know, deep down, I'm a Giants fan, bro. It's just like hard to watch when like you watching that, and like we hosting podcast episodes, Nick. So we can't just sit here and talk about the Giants when you got teams like the Buffalo Bills versus the Lions matchup. You know, why would I watch the Bills versus the Lions when there's or why would I watch the Giants when there's like a Bills versus Lions game on? You know.
That's why you get red zone.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like, I just like, I don't know. All I know is if you're watching red zone, you're not seeing the Giants. Like, I do watch red zone
every once in a while. No. I just like red zone because I get to see everything, bro. You get to see every touchdown, every nasty ass play.
Yeah, I do watch red zone. That is actually what I do. But like,
All
If
right,
I'm
Ravens
watching
pick
right
is
now,
in.
the Ravens.
Yeah, let me see.
I had them taking Princely.
Malachi Starks.
We'll see how that goes. Malachi is someone I'll admit I'm somewhat lower on. Now I'm lower on Malachi. He's not an athlete. Um, I don't know about his tackling. Like Malachi doesn't have a trait that he stands out in. It's his leadership. But like, okay, in the first round, you want to be a leader. Kyle Hamilton and Roquan Smith are right there. You know, I ain't listening to you.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to a leader when Kyle Hamilton plays your position. Nah, you listen to Kyle Hamilton, boy. Nah, bro. This is what I dislike about the Ravens. They're a team that could just go scheme fit at the position, but they're going with culture. This is a culture pick. Princely is the fact that Mike Green is available and the Ravens didn't take them is stupid. The Ravens, I hate their pass rush.
Yeah,
I think that's why their defensive backs have so much issues. They have to cover for 8 seconds.
Yep.
The Ravens' problem is D-line, bro. The Ravens every year, this is what they do. They get defensive backs and run stoppers, and then they wonder why the defensive backs covering for so long. Dude, Malachi Starks, why are you in coverage for 9 seconds? That's your fault. No, bro. When Malachi Starks gets bombed because you allowed him to have a 90-yard race with Tyreek Hill, you know?
Not it for real.
You let him. You have Malachi Starks and Tyreek Hill race for 10 seconds. That's not his fault. You got to get some pressure, man. Mike Green available. That's the thing about it. Like I said, it's a culture pick. Mike Green, he was at court this week. Malachi Starks, he's been the captain on the Georgia defense for the past couple of years, bro. Missing tackles. But I don't like this pick. It's not a terrible pick though, because they need to see that.
Yeah, I mean he could benefit from Kyle Hamilton, dude.
Thing about it though is in the second round, I had them take my favorite safety in the class. Or my second favorite safety. Malachi wasn't even my second favorite safety. He might not even be like Malachi. He should be a top 5 safety, but like I like Xavier Watts. I think Xavier Watts is elite at something. I think he's elite at playing with the ball in the air, what's his name? Kevin Winston out of Penn State. I think he's elite at something. What he's elite at is that he's very good at both things. He's a very good run defender and a very good pass coverage defender. His problem is that he's coming off a snapped foot where he was the number 1 safety last year. But like he came back at the end of the season for Penn State and he was all right. You know what I mean? And like last year he was very, very good. Same thing with Malachi Starks though. Last year he was very, very good. But this year he was healthy and played worse. Yeah. Kevin Winston, he came back off a snapped leg, and like you seen that he's coming back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Other safety I like I said, Andrew. I mentioned Andrew, Xavier, and Kevin. Yeah. Is there another safety in this class? I do think now that's where you get to Malachi. So like him going in the first it's the end of the first, and I had him going in the middle of the second. It's not crazy.
Yeah, it's not nothing like crazy.
Yeah. It's not insane. It just
it's not like he's a 3rd round pick and then you fucking get drafted in the 1st round.
No, it's like he's a top of the 3rd, end of the 2nd round pick to me, talent wise.
Yeah.
But his everything else off the field kind of boosts him up, But I don't care. I care about the football field, but in the 1st round, as long as you're not like crazy, I'll take you. You know what I mean? As long as you're not out here doing stuff that'll make you like, I don't know. If I have an interview with you and I feel like you could be somebody who I work with, you could come to the team. I don't care about need and stuff, dude. Right here, you supposed to take Mike Green, bro. You supposed to take Jack Sawyer. You know, not Malachi Starks.
Man, no, I
Malachi,
feel
you supposed to take Andrew in the second round, who fits Kyle Hamilton. Andrew is like Devin McCourty. So if you have Devin McCourty next to Kyle Hamilton, you know, on the other end, Malachi Starks, he's just this all-around safety that like that doesn't have anything he sticks out at. I don't know.
All right, the Lions pick is in.
Oh wow! If we let the Lions get Mike Green, dude, that's diabolical, bro. Mike Green is the pick right here, or Sawyer. Wow, I would love Sawyer to the Lions. Nah, take Sawyer. Take Sawyer. Take Sawyer.
All right, Tyreek Williams.
Reach.
Bro, I just hear some guy in the back. Lions, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, Tyreek Williams is somewhat of a reach. I keep saying you can get these nose tackles later on. Aleen McNeil out for a big proportion of the year, so I guess that's why the Lions feel the need to fill a need. But Tyreek Williams, I had him going top of the third. Like I said, good nose tackle, but Anais Peebles.
Over Jack Sawyer though, I think Jack Sawyer better.
That's what I'm saying. I know Jack Sawyer is better. Jack Sawyer remind me of J.J. Watt.
Whoever get him is they're gonna be nasty.
Yeah, no,
Mike
whoever
Green
gets Jack
too.
Sawyer. Yeah.
Well, I mean Washington pick up, so you never know, man.
Dude, Washington is gonna get one of these edge rushers, man. All of them are falling. Dude, right here. Dude, no way did the people let the Chiefs get Josh Simmons, dude. If the Chiefs, dude, no, don't let the Chiefs get Josh Simmons, dude. What? The Chiefs are really about to get one of these O-linemen that fall, huh? Wow. Just save Kansas City. It looked like Simmons is the only one that fell. Banks got took. Zabel got took. Wait. All right. Simmons is the only one that fell.
I mean, if Washington takes him or Buffalo too.
Okay, bet. Washington. Oh, Washington takes a lot of Ohio State products. But that's the thing about it. I mocked the edge rush 2, JT, to Washington. Edge rush 1, Jack Sawyer, is available for Washington. And Josh Simmons, who I took before both of these guys at pick 10, is available for Washington. Washington's going with one of the Ohio State guys.
Yeah.
They're going with someone from Ohio, either at the edge, in the trenches. Washington needs trench play. Or get you Trey Harris, bro. I'm sorry. I don't like Deebo Samuel. I said it. Deebo to this team is cooked.
Sure.
I don't know, bro. I'm not that high on Deebo, but at the same time, it's Deebo Samuel. Wow. That's crazy, bro. Like the Eagles are confirmed to get an elite prospect. And they're not folding. They don't care Mike Green was in court this week. The Eagles don't care Jalen Carter crashed his car. Eagles don't, bro. Eagles, hey, you in the NFL, you getting paid millions, man up. All right, we going to the Super Bowl. Yes, sir. It's like that's what the Eagles do with all the crash outs, bro. All the crash outs who people are scared to draft, the Eagles just take them to military school and they tighten up, bro.
I mean, I can see that, dude. They need an edge rusher because they lost Milton Williams and Josh Sweat.
Dude, if they just go get Mike Green and just replace, oh my god, dude.
That's why I feel like they let him go because they knew this edge rushing group was deep as hell.
Not only that, bro. Honestly, Nick, I'm gonna tell you something. I never heard of Milton Williams till he signed $100 million deal.
Really?
Bro, that's the Eagles. So you're telling me that he was like good last year?
Yeah, he was pretty good last year.
You noticed him?
Nah.
I didn't notice him, bro. They got so much on the D line. They had Hargrave retired after the season ended, right?
Yeah.
So that means he was the
Hargrave was on the 49ers.
Oh, wait, you might be right.
Yeah, he got released.
Yeah. But that means he was like he was a rotation player because Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter start, right? The Eagles rotation players getting $100 million deals? Okay. I ain't know who Milton Williams was, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like the fact that he signed $100 million deal, and I think I know ball. I was like, I don't know ball. Like, I don't know ball, bro. If somebody came up to me and said, "Do you know Milton Williams?" I would have said no. And he signed $100 million deal. Shout out to Milton Williams, man. Bro, after this episode, and bro, I need something to eat. I'm looking on DoorDash. I don't even want to drive.
I'm going to sleep.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Them boys in the group chat, I see them going crazy talking. Probably finna hop on 2K, play a match, hop off, go to sleep.
Yo, Memphis up 82-58 right now in the third.
Mm-hmm.
Ja exited the game though. He fell again.
Like John Moran hurt.
Yeah. All right, Washington select. Josh Connerly Jr.
That's stupid. I only say that because Mike Green is available. I know one thing, Nick. If you were to put Mike Green in front of Josh Connerly, Mike Green wins 10 times out of 10. Literally. Watch the Senior Bowl. Watch the senior tape. Mike Green was put. Did you not see Josh Connerly on his butt and on his back consistently? Did you see that stuff, Nick?
Well, no, I didn't watch tape on him.
Josh Connerly. Okay. No, we're gonna watch this live. All right. We're gonna watch because this is gonna age well, Nick. Or maybe Josh Connerly develops. But one thing I know, Mike Green will always be better than Josh Connerly. That's one thing I know for sure. Mike Green will always be better than Josh Connerly. Like, I don't even know if I can share the tape. They'll delete this episode if I share the tape, Nick. Just go watch the tape your own. Go they'll delete the episode if I show the tape, bro. Josh Connerly is not better than Mike Green at what they do. I don't care, you know? And I know this because what I used Mike Green as in the senior day workouts, when I watch tape, this is how I think. I said,
you wrote Mike Green on it?
Oh my God. I said Mike Green is going to be the guy I watch to see which one of these offensive linemen suck. Because I said Mike Green is Jared Verse. He has the same move. And if you can't guard the same thing, that means you can't guard a grown man. I think Josh Connerly has, I don't know. And then when watching Dylan Gabriel tape, I mentioned him being one of the best scramblers in the league. And I started looking back at it. He's always scrambling away from this guy's side. You know? I thought it was because Dylan Gabriel was a left-handed quarterback. But he's always scrambling away from this guy's side. Okay. Maybe, but like at the same time, we don't know how stuff is because maybe it's because Dylan Gabriel was a left-handed quarterback.
Yeah.
that's how he's supposed to run. That's what I thought at first. And then I watched the Senior Bowl tape. I was like, you know what? Maybe that's why Dylan Gabriel kept running. Maybe this why Dylan Gabriel be running for his life, bro. I don't know. Josh Connerly, he graded well. But I'll also say this. I think Dylan Gabriel is one of those quarterbacks that makes his offensive lineman look better. What it is for me. One of the best scramblers in the league.
I don't know. You're just so high on Dylan Gabriel. I don't even want to talk about this.
I'm high on his skill, not his build.
Yeah.
I think that his skill, pound for pound, the best quarterback. You know how people say pound for pound, AI is the best player?
Yeah.
I think pound for pound, he's the best quarterback in the class. It just, how many pounds does he have? You know, like nah. Like I'm bigger than Dylan Gabriel in real life. I would be terrified to play the quarterback position. That's what it is. Like,
yeah,
nah, bro. Like, nah. Dylan Gabriel's nice. He's just freaking 5'9". So like, nah, that at quarterback is ridiculous. A 5'9" quarterback. That's Kyler Murray. I love Kyler Murray though.
Smaller than Kyler Murray, bro. Kyler Murray 5'11".
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel's smaller than Kyler Murray.
Yeah, no, that's that. Nah.
Yeah, so you hear the problem. He's smarter than Kyler Murray. But like pound for pound, Nick, I'm telling you, he's that guy. Like, nah, he is the one for me, pound for pound.
I don't know about all that, man. Nah.
Yeah. Nah, he should be a good backup quarterback in the NFL. No matter what. Gardner Minshew. Smart quarterback that just no one gives a chance for whatever reason, you know?
Raiders gave him a chance, and look at the fuck he did.
No, they just no. Raiders, like, he never gets like a Gardner Minshew, like he gets chances, like with quotation marks. He don't get real chances. He's not that like is he someone who deserves a chance? I don't know, but like it kept being a question. Why not one person give it to him? You know?
Nah.
I like the Gardner Minshew, but like at the same time, kind of what Dylan Gabriel could be, I guess. But like, we'll see. Maybe another team trades up, because if anyone trades up, pick 32 would be a good spot. Pick 30 would probably be a better spot.
For who?
Quarterback. You want that 5th-year option? You know, like.
Yeah, no, I feel that, man.
Yeah, if you're telling me nobody cares to have the rights to a 5th-year option on Shedeur, then like that's crazy. That's crazy. I was telling you, Nick, bro, Shedeur, like a lot of teams are gonna pass on him. A lot of his stats were in the 4th quarter in like 3 possession games, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel you, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro.
Like, Buffalo's pick is in.
Yeah, 3 possession game. You're getting slant routes, yay! You know,
Just select Maxwell Harrison.
Oh, out of Kentucky, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, I disagree with this pick, but I don't hate the thinking. Maxwell, the Bills are also a team. If they see something they like at a position, I'll just trust them. They're better than me at corner. There's a couple corners I would have took. I wonder, was Maxwell a top 10 corner on my board? No matter what, I would have put him at 11 though. You know what I mean? Like Maxwell, not wherever I ranked Maxwell, was when I realized how deep the corner class is.
Oh shit! The Eagles just traded with the Chiefs. They just traded a pick,
Yeah.
one pick away from each other, and they traded with each other. That's fucking weak.
Yeah, that means the Chiefs see someone who like they love.
No, that means the Eagles see somebody that they love, and they don't want the Chiefs to take it.
Oh wait, yeah, vice versa. Yeah. Sawyer. I mean, if the Chiefs, bro, the Eagles get Sawyer, that's annoying. I just compared him to JJ Watt, bro. Can we please keep him away from that team? Please, can we please keep away people who I compare to JJ Watt far away from Philadelphia?
For real.
We'll see how it goes. That means they know who they taking, though. Bruh. Let's see. Connerly off the board. Watts. I like the pass rushers, dog. I think they do too. Please don't take Mike Green. Did I spell Maxwell's name right, by the way?
I think so. Yeah.
I've been watching too much. The fact. Hold on, let me see. Where did I rank Maxwell? Yeah, I did not rank Maxwell as a top 10 corner.
I think he was injured,
Who?
Maxwell.
You know what? I think you're right.
They said because 2023 he had a fucking really good like season, and then I think 2024 they said he was injured a lot.
And then like I think he played 2 games. Like I told you, he didn't have that much games played this year. But I'm telling you, Nick, when I was watching him and he wasn't top 10, I was like, yo, there's some good corners, huh? But he had an elite year that I didn't see too. Maybe that's what the Bills saw. Cause I told you the Bills know what they see out of corners. Wow. Okay. Shout out to the Bills. I had them taking the DB here, and they got Maxwell. Okay. Yeah. He's one of the players I could say I might have been wrong about because did not watch 2023 tape.
He's probably like a JC Horn, bro.
No, Maxwell. Maxwell is like long, lengthy. He's like what people are saying Will Johnson is.
He fast as fuck though.
Exactly. When Will Johnson isn't. Will Johnson was scared to run his 40 time. I don't like stuff like that. This guy is like, nah, he's nice. He's nice. Long. I like that. No homo. But like at the cornerback position, he posted like players like that. He's probably like 6'2".
All right, come on, let's hurry up these picks, bro. It's already 11:30, bro.
Yeah, they just
milking this shit, dude.
Yeah, right now they chilling, bro. You trade it up. You know what you want.
No. It's just the NFL just milking it.
Yeah, for sure. But like, you are literally, trading up. Hey, that was funny when they got in trouble for running to draft for Aiden Hutchinson. You remember that? You remember when the Lions ran to the board for Hutchinson and got in trouble? Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I know, but like, nah, that's funny still, bro. Them boys really ran, drafted Hutchinson so fast at pick 2 and got in trouble. They said, y'all stupid. Y'all stupid.
For
yeah. Trayvon Walker has wow. No, they're going Mike Green here. They just like probably looking into the case real quick one more time. If they got some new info within the past, 24 hours, they'll go and get Princely or Jack Sawyer. Jack Sawyer, yeah. Mike Green or Jack Sawyer. Maybe Princely. But I also got to remember the Ole Miss team, I'm just, like I said, in love with for some reason, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, these boys are taking forever. No, I'm about to go and like see if I can go get the picks leaked so we could end the episode. No, real shit. Like, nah. PFF. You know, PFF usually got the picks a little quicker on their mock draft simulator. Hold on, let's see. Oh yeah, they got pick 31. The Eagles took Jaid Campbell out of Alabama linebacker. He is somebody who would I compare him to? He was the reason I didn't know what to do with Jalen Walker because like they play exactly like opposite. You know what I mean? Jaid Campbell like Bobby Wagner, but like Bobby Wagner could pass rush also. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like Jalen Walker is like Micah Parsons, but he also could play linebacker. That's why I just like after watching different type of linebackers, bro. I was like, bro, next year I'll learn how to gauge linebackers more. I'm watching tackling angles and stuff like that. Jaid Campbell seemed like the best tackler. Very good in pass coverage. He's okay at edge. He's okay at blitzing. And he's a good leader. But at the same time, like I said earlier, you know, who wants to listen to Jaid Campbell's lead? But I'm not gonna lie, on the Eagles, maybe. Eagles got a bunch of skill players. They don't really get linebacker play. Oh, wait, no. They got Zach Bond. He played like Zach Bond. Jaid Campbell plays like Zach Bond. So, what type of contract did Zach Bond sign? Zach Bond contract. He's on a 3-year deal with 34 guaranteed. So they're probably going to keep Zach Bond for 2 years, cut him on the last deal, and replace him with Jaid. And him and Jaid for the first 2 years are going to be a nasty duo while they have a Super Bowl window. Like that's what you do when you pay. It's kind of like what I just told you with the Broncos. You have Patrick Surtain as a top 3 paid corner, and whenever he gets his new contract, he will be the highest paid corner. I'm not saying Jahdae Barron better than Patrick Surtain. You know, I think he's the best in the league.
Yeah.
But like, you're gonna get somebody who some games could produce and look better, and be on a rookie deal while you got the max contract guy on the other side. I think that's something that's nasty, bro. Broncos did something right there, Nick. I'm not gonna lie to you. Your Broncos did something right there. Let's see if Chiefs pick is in so we can get up out of here, bro. They tripping at this point. Chiefs, they are still on the clock. Get off the clock, dude. What should the Chiefs do? Josh Simmons. I would just go Josh Simmons. I don't care he came off an injury, bro. I'm going Josh Simmons in front of the Chiefs. You need left tackle. To me, he could literally be the best left tackle in the class. It's just that he was out for the year. This was his best year. And his whole career, he's played both sides. The past couple years, Josh Simmons has been the tackle that everybody's been waiting on, you know?
Yeah.
It's just that he got hurt. Like, he got hurt, and what he did was he came back and he dominated the workouts. So, like, how hurt is he? If he had the best workouts, you know? To me, like, I don't know. And he was having his best year to begin the season. Just take him, bro. People get hurt. Same thing that the Bills just did with Maxwell. Like, they understand people get hurt. It's unfortunate. It's crazy, bro. Jackson Dart and Donovan Jackson both went in the first round. But they did not go top 5 like I thought. But, like, I'm telling you, those teams agree with me. The Vikings and the Giants have those guys probably higher than they realize a lot of other people, and they just had to stop seeing the fall. Because Nick, those are literally the two guys I'm telling you. Like the three guys I'm telling you were falling went back to back to back, and they all got traded up for. And Dart, Pierce, and the Vikings. Like that's when I started realizing, like, no, the Jackson slide literally has to stop at the Vikings because he could literally just at that point you got a tackle that you're gonna put in that guard. Fuck, why not? Why not? Other team's gonna be stupid and keep not taking Donovan Jackson. Let's put this tackle at guard then. Even though he could have been an elite tackle in the league, we're gonna make him Quentin Nelson because none of y'all want him. I don't know, bro. That's stupid. Ohio State just won a national title basically off their online play, Nick.
Yeah.
Nobody likes their quarterback. Y'all not taking their running backs in the first round. Well, y'all think everything was about Jeremiah, the freshman wide receiver, like that? That was just their whole team, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. They won a championship, bro, off of O-line play. That's crazy. Jeez, dude, hurry up, man. Like I'm literally like, oh yeah, did they? Okay, yeah. Chiefs just stole Josh Simmons from the NFL. Dude, the Chiefs just got Josh Simmons at pick 32 because he was hurt. The thing about it too is he's an automatic upgrade. Because look, Jawan Taylor, there was no way you could fix that. You fixed it. He could play. He's played left and right. He's played both. Yeah. He's played both. So like he's already did the switching around and stuff and looked better after he switched. You know what I mean? It ain't like he switched and got worse. He switched and got better and was the most gifted athlete. He did the most reps, his 40, all that stuff. Combine, good. He's healthy, bro. He's healthy now. He got hurt 8 months ago. Like, what are we doing? Bro got hurt. What was his injury? Josh Simmons injury. It was a major knee surgery. So it's like, I get it. Knee surgery on the big boy, you know? Yeah, I get it. Torn patellar tendon. Okay. But they say he's way ahead of schedule. He's at the workouts and stuff looking amazing. But y'all, that'll be it for today's episode. Anything else you want to say before we head on out, Nick?
Nah, man, I'm fucking tired, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm tired, bro. We just watched the whole draft. Next episode, we're gonna finish our top 100 player rankings, and yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in.
And then we'll go over some notable draft picks.
Yeah, second, third round. Yeah. Is draft tomorrow again?
Yeah, second and third tomorrow.
Oh, yes,
Saturday is 6 and 7.
When the next time you trying to go live? Tuesday, Thursday?
Probably Tuesday, probably both.
Tuesday. Let me see what time we can go Tuesday. Tuesday morning?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so we're gonna go Tuesday morning, y'all. Talk about the second and third round, and maybe the week after that we finish the top 100 for real. Because we're gonna be talking about prospects.
Over drafts and shit. And then I guess and then soon I mean we could start going over teams and shit. Because once the draft's over, then the teams are complete, basically.
Literally. If teams do anything else after that, it's cool. But, like, I don't think we should be letting June signings change our whole depiction of the team, you know? But if it does, we'll come back to it in December. You feel me?
Yeah, unless it's like a big ass trade that happens.
Yeah. There's gonna be one big trade that kind of changes stuff, but we'll see how it changes stuff in December instead of now.
Yeah, I think the NFL releases their schedule soon too, in like another few weeks.
Okay, bet. So we're gonna start doing so how we gonna do it to anybody listening and to you, Nick? We're gonna do the draft recap next week. Top 100 players. Like the last 25, and do that with something just to get that series over.
Yeah.
And then maybe we could get the division. Should we do division or conference?
I'm not doing a whole conference in one podcast. Bro.
Yeah, conference is crazy.
Bro, that's gonna take us the whole time this shit been running, bro. Bro, it takes us like an hour to go through, like an hour and a half to go through a division. So
you know what? We're gonna do 2 divisions in that. But like, I remember last year when we would do that.
Nah, we could do that because then it's like an hour and a half, like an hour and a half each division, bro. And then there's 8, so I mean that'll take us through all fucking summer basically.
And that will be it'd be what 4 episodes though. 4 episodes. Yeah.
No, division is 8. There's 8 divisions.
Yeah,
bro.
but we do 2 in
No, I'm saying if we just do one a week, that'll take us through the summer almost. And then by the time we're done with that, it's probably like preseason.
And we have been. The thing is, we have been more on point too, because like a couple years ago, we used to miss some episodes, miss not. We actually be going, so like
I mean,
we get it done in 8 weeks.
More than likely, we gonna have it. We probably gonna miss some.
I think we would get it done in 10 weeks. If we did an 8-week series, I think me and you could get it done in 10.
Oh yeah, we could definitely.
Yeah.
We can definitely get that shit done, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even that big of a deal. I mean, we could also talk about other shit too.
Yeah. I'm going to also look at the calendar. You know what? NFL Week 1, 2025.
We're not going to know. The schedule's not out yet.
No. You know when Week 1 is. It's September 4th through 10. You just don't know, like, what day. Like, it's a week, you think?
September 4th?
Yeah, September 4th.
Damn, they push it up even earlier.
You remember there's less preseason stuff?
Oh, is it only 2 games this season?
I don't know. Less preseason stuff. It says preseason week 4. It says 4. But like I just know that's wrong. Yeah. I know there's less preseason. Something changed in the NFL, bro. I think less preseason game and one more regular season, no?
No, I don't think that switched. I would have heard about that.
Oh no, this was wild. This was whenever they added the regular season game.
How many weeks are there? 18, right?
There's 18 weeks now, yeah.
No, it's been 18 weeks for a minute. It used to be 17. Because remember, because now it's like odd number. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like teams used to be 8-4, now they be 8-5. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like it'd be so hard for me to predict like team records because every year I used to just say the Cowboys gonna go 7-7, but now I gotta think if they're going 8-7 or 7-8. Like which one is? Hold on.
Now you can never have like a tied record in the NFL now ever again.
Yeah. Or I'm saying 7-7. It was 8-8, right? Yeah. The Cowboys going 8-8 this year. Now teams be going 9-8 or 8-9. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yep.
No, it's weird.
See, that's how you know it's time to end this shit.
Yeah. No. And Josh Simmons going pick 32 is when you definitely know it's time. Probably one of the better tackles in the entirety of the class. Chiefs just got Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith in the middle. They're going to do something about guard and tackle, and I think it's going to be as soon as this draft. Juwan Taylor, they keep him. If y'all really gonna let the Chiefs rebuild this O-line that quick, that quick, bro, the Chiefs get you realize guards be fun.
That's all they need, though, bro.
Yeah, and they did it. Good for them. Good for them.
Loki, they're gonna have to get a tight end soon.
Yeah, they will.
Travis Kelce was terrible.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But they also getting a bunch of receivers back. For legal issues, Rashee Rice, Rashee Rice.
Oh, he coming off an ACL tear, bro.
Oh wait, yeah, he did get away with that.
He coming off an ACL tear.
Yeah, he did get away with that stuff. I forgot. You see, he has so much going on, bro. Like he could only have a better year. Xavier Worthy only gonna develop and get better. Hollywood Brown, year 2 with Mahomes. You know, he came in like week 16. You know.
Yeah.
Their receiver room getting better. Juju's always consistent with the Chiefs whenever like they need a big game and like they instead of taking chances on people and like it's time to like tighten up, they be like Juju got some chemistry with Mahomes. Let's just put Juju in the game. Like Chiefs is solid. You just get you some O line and like you said, maybe a tight end later on, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens, man.
What up?
Nah, we good. We can end this shit.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a nice day and God bless.